we left off.
Oh.
You guys had just successfully exorcised the Lolth version that was in Greymore's mind, controlling parts of him, and you heard a knock, and that kind of storm dissipated, and you ended up back in the treasure room. That knock, as the door opens, you see Rundar, and not only do you see Rundar, but you see the broken city of Rexentrum in the background. If there's anything you guys would like to do before we just take you from there.
Is this still the night before?
Still the night before.
Okay. So I know there's one big thing that we wanted to do the night before that was...
Yeah.
But we can do it when we all meet up.
Yeah, after we're all hooked up.
Great. So there is one thing to do the night before.
Raj is going to kind of... but what's the setting we're in?
So you're still in the treasure room unless you guys want to leave this room.
I think we're good to leave. Everyone did their items.
Yep. Take some
Everyone
treasure.
got what they did. Thank the gods.
No last time.
Finger
No
guns.
last conversation for Quarter Bahamut. You will not see them again. They're going to go on to their portion of the fight, which you guys have seen.
Dap them up.
Dap them up.
Did we want to ask them anything about future events or anything like that? Future baddies?
Do they know what is on... We know what is on the outside of Ghor Dranas, but do we know... We don't know who's inside.
No.
We just know not Torag. Other than that, we don't know.
And do we perhaps have any more information on the big bad divine door stuff that we are trying to remove?
So, 2 points here. Starting with that one. Galileo was left with the proposition when it was just you and Cord at the end of the trials. And he gave you some options on what you could do, essentially asking you to do what you did in the beginning to create Exandria and make it a habitable place for even the gods to come.
Smash it and blow up.
But you have some options there. How tall do you want this wall? You know what I mean? Like how
secure.
So you've still got options there, which I think answers your question. So it's more of a Galileo question.
So what you're saying is we just have to find this opportunity, and then it's on.
There is some sort of structure
Luxon.
that is keeping the Divine Gate at bay right now.
Okay.
The obelisk obviously contributed to it coming down, and now there is a central point that is keeping it down.
Got
and your guys' goal is to sneak into Ghor Dranas, where it's located, and to destroy it.
Okay.
Once that's destroyed, the idea is that the Divine Gate naturally goes up back on its own. Now, does Galileo want to add to the security of the Divine Gate, or does he just want the Divine Gate to come up? And your guys' question was last time, isn't this just going to create the cycle over and over again? If the Divine Gate just pops back up, are we just dealing with this in 100 or 200, 300 years again? So it really came down to, does Galileo want to end this cycle or not?
Okay.
So you've got plenty to think about in the next few hours.
Yeah, thanks.
On
All
how-
right. Bye, guys.
So I think that answers or leans you that way.
Before we leave, I would just like to look at the map of Ghor Dranas and see, I want to be familiar with it before we leave.
Yep.
And then do you guys have any description, or can you show us any image of perhaps what the machine looks like? Because that might help us find it, make sure we're destroying the right
Can
thing.
I locate it with light?
So give me an investigation check. I'll have you and for flavor Bahamut looking at the map. Bahamut has it rolled out and is currently looking at it with you.
Okay. Natural 20.
Whoa!
Natural 20. That's a 33.
Okay.
First rollies?
You actually
rollies.
see Bahamut tracking up in the northwest side of the map, and then you point down and you suggest to him maybe the southwest has more of an entrance point for you guys. And essentially, you're going to go through the sewer system and then make your way toward the central point of Ghor Dranas, underneath the city where you think that this machine is being housed. And Bahamut immediately corrects himself and he goes, no, you're absolutely right. If you go through here, there should be if I recall the last time that we saw Ghor Dranas, there is a massive... You'll know you're on the right spot because there's a massive door. And you need a key to get into that door. But perhaps you can find that along the way. And then behind that, I think that's where we need to... I think that's where they're probably holding it. That was the central point for Ghor Dranas last time.
And the machine is behind the big door.
I think so. That's where the energy seems to be coming
Is it
So we
something
have-
that can be picked, or do we specifically need the key?
from. I think a key.
While all of this conversation is happening, I think that kind of like Phoebe starting a fire off to the side and like boiling a kettle and like, but not for tea. And she's starting to take the smuggler's root that she got from the Accord out of her pocket. I got 4 smuggler's roots, so I would like to turn that into some kind of like stealth potion, assumedly.
Yeah.
Something to make it stealthier, or like a.
And
salve.
that's one that I gave you, right?
Yes.
Okay, from the old lady?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So, right now, go ahead and roll me a d20. Because of the distraction, when you guys do try to infiltrate, you've got a lot of advantages going your way.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost is obviously the big distraction that is happening outside of Ghor Dranas. You are riding on the back of a black dragon in the middle of the night with the stealthiest of stealth people on it with Rundar. So all of that gives you advantage already.
8.
And then you get a +8 to your roll on top of that advantage. So when we do make our stealth checks to sneak into the side of Ghor Dranas, we'll add a +8 and you'll have advantage.
Okay.
Plus your stealth modifier.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
pass it out, Trace.
We can.
I got it.
So,
Those two.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Rundar and Rundar have it.
Okay.
and you might want to add that too, because again, you're not just
Sneaking
entering
through the
Ghor
capital,
Dranas, like you're not just entering into
We're on
the
the
city.
Death Star.
Yes.
We want to be
So the DC is
undiscoverable.
the DC is already very very high to sneak in, but
Excellent.
probably nearly impossible if I had to guess. Probably a DC 30
Oh,
to
we
sneak
want
into
on
Ghor
the Death
Dranas.
Star,
But again, you got a +8 plus your stealth plus pass without a trace plus
Plus
advantage.
Plus 18 is the base modifier we've got rolling in. Is what the pass without trace is +10.
The
The smuggler's
are
rate's
up.
+8,
Oof.
so it's +18.
So
Okay.
30
Base.
seems reasonable, even though for the
Thinks
first
that's
time I'm seeing this
impossible.
nearly impossible. So that is what we're going to aim for when we do get there. Anything else in the treasure room before we move on?
No, I mean, as long as I have a path from on the map where we
Yes.
at least feel pretty confident with it, then I think that's good, because then we can save a spell for Galileo where you don't have to locate it magically. We can just locate it.
Yeah, we have our avenue of ingress. We have a path to go on. We have the objective of finding a key on the way in. And then we go to the door, and we know where we're going. And the door, it presumably hides the machine we need to, or objective.
Before I forget your point earlier, do we know what gods are in there?
Yes.
And Cord would say no. That's why we're trying to we're
Draw
going to
them
draw out as many as we can, and that kind of limits. We know who's inside or potentially inside.
Okay.
There is something else that we need to keep in mind. There are potentially counterattacks going on right now. If you don't see a god, they could be elsewhere in Exandria, countering whatever's happening at Ghor Dranas. We know Vecna is chaotic in nature. How long would he actually stay and defend Ghor Dranas is a question. He was there for a brief moment. If he sees
In the future.
the inevitable, does he go elsewhere and just attack something? So, just because you don't see them doesn't necessarily mean they're there in
Great.
Ghor Dranas.
Cool.
So,
Vecna's
to add
being
more,
hunted right
Okay.
now.
there are metagaming here for a second. You know there are
That's advantage for me.
4 uncounted for, I believe,
And what are
because
they? Who are they?
the three that you killed in the other session.
Vecna.
Vecna, who you saw pop out for a second.
I guess
Deegan did, which
Tiamat,
will
but that was before.
that was before. So
Tiamat
you
was
haven't
in-
located 4.
Yeah,
The
so
Chained
there's
Oblivion
5.
flew by.
Chained Oblivion somewhere there.
He's around.
Yep.
But presumably outside, so that's helpful. So then, yeah.
He was
there-
last attacking Bahamut.
Okay.
So 4 then
Yes.
we haven't seen. Okay.
Asmodeus, Lolth, Bane.
Bane and Chained Oblivion. And
What's the
What did I just miss?
tortured guy. It's not.
Crawling King. No, we did.
No, it's not. It's the.
Bane is the Strife Emperor.
Yeah.
Bane, Lolth, Asmodeus.
Word.
I feel like we're forgetting an important one.
Well, isn't it the? Isn't there one that's always being tortured, but not the Crawling King? The one who's like constantly in pain. The turtle from.
I thought that was Torog.
Was it?
So we're missing Bane. We're missing Asmodeus. We're missing Lolth. And we are missing.
Yeah, but how funny is that Bane voice gonna be?
Is Vecna even on there?
Yeah.
Vecna's on there.
Okay.
Tharsdun, Vecna. No, that tracks. Those are the 5 that have not been
But
killed.
Tharsdun is the chain of. Oh.
That have not been killed.
Oh, yes.
Okay. That
Are
have
we
not been.
assuming
Alright, so
Tiamat
one
is-
final recap. One at a time, no repeatsies, so I can keep up.
Asmodeus
Yeah.
has not been located. We don't know where he is. The
Hopefully
Strife Emperor has not been located.
Who's that? Bane.
That's Bane. Grumsh, KIA
Mhm.
in a few minutes. Lolth, missing. We don't know where she's at. Tharsdun, we know.
Flying
Isn't
around
it
somewhere.
Eyes
after
and
Bahamut,
Foxtrot in the sky.
Tiamat, have not seen.
Right?
So TMS 5.
Torog, dead. Vecna has been located. And Zahir, dead.
Okay, great.
So we've saved essentially the biggest of the bad. They're still looming.
Well, you know.
Vecna,
Somewhere between 5 and 6.
Chained Oblivion, Asmodeus, Lolth. So,
Becca?
did I say I had 2 maps?
As.
Yes.
I would like, Cord, since you've skirmished with some of these gods before, can you offer any insight into their strengths and weaknesses? At least of the 5 we're expecting.
The trouble, I can give you some insight when I fought them
Yes.
years ago.
Ah.
But the difficulty is that they can change their.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, any information's potentially good information.
Give me a d20. Make a persuasion check. And it's not necessarily that he's withholding information, it would be more of.
How
Forgetful.
accurate or something?
Yes. He's trying to hypothesize what would
Tough.
Loth keep
12.
that was good for her last time.
Sure.
Anyone want to
And I'll have
ask?
everyone can roll this if you're going to contribute to.
Persuasion.
Please, my charismatic brethren. I have a +0.
I'm distracted.
I'm more of a
Mhm.
computer than a persuasive thing. I recall spells and programs.
14.
I'm mostly programmed for etiquette and protocol.
16.
21.
Nice.
Surrender got a 25.
Nice.
Greenberg,
I hear 25.
7.
Well, Rundar's at least fought Wolf recently, so his
True.
insight to that might be better. At least for her. For everyone else.
And then maybe Xerxes can confirm some of these since he's
Oh, that's right.
definitely
Yeah.
fought more recently.
Yeah, he'll know Wolf and us.
So
Good.
he is going to suggest, based on a commonality between all of the betrayers and even the primes, psychic damage is usually tough to impose on them.
Okay.
Very strong mentally. I'd say that's a gimme.
Okay, that's good. That helps me.
And then maybe Xerxes can help with one more on that.
Mm-hmm.
That helps.
So if there's nothing else here in the treasure room, I'm going to transport you guys or teleport you guys or have Rundar fly to the SOB for one night's rest before you guys teleport into the action early morning against Ghor Dranas
I'll have something to do there, but
at SOB.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, any objections?
Nope.
Healing Sandy.
You guys have made it to the SOB, flying on the back of
Wait.
a beautiful black dragon.
Nice. On the back of
J-Ro.
Jerome.
Jerome, right? Jerome will be there.
And AJ too.
Yeah, Jerome and AJ.
Oh, and AJ. Okay. So split the party. Whoever wants to be on AJ, the other ones who want to be on J-Rome. You guys make it to the SOB. It is now midnight. the night before, hours before Ghor Dranas. What would you like to do?
As we land, Raj is going to kind of go over to, he's going to get a little fire going. He's going to ask Phoebe to come help for a little bit. And overhead, you're just going to hear, and it's going to be ravens just diving in and dropping different supplies. And you're just going to see kind of all these ravens coming in and bringing like fresh fruit and vegetables and game and all sorts of things. And Raj and Phoebe are just going to be kind of just moving at like light speed almost.
I got the seasonings.
Yep. And I'm going to cast Hero's Feast for the group. And as we're all kind of like sitting down with our plates, there's also like separate plates for the ravens up at top that it's all kind of like the leftovers and they're just kind of like picking at it. And I feel like at this point, Raj would kind of turn to everyone and kind of raise a pint of grog or whatever they're drinking and say, to each of you, it's been an honor. Wherever our paths lead us in these next few days, I'm happy to be here with you, and we'll stand beside you till the end.
Here, here.
Cheers.
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 Salut.
We will not make that the 2024 rules. You can have your wisdom saving throw advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for future pain.
Yeah. We're not there yet.
That one's
No.
for later.
So there's what? Immunity to fear, poison, advantage on
Poison,
wisdom saves,
frightens, and wisdom saves have advantage.
and
Okay.
And then your hit point max is also increased by 2d10.
Why don't you roll that for us?
who's rolling it?
Come on.
2d10. Tough.
8.
Okay.
Better than that.
Excellent.
The 10 hit points is always the least gratifying of that.
Yeah, for
The wisdom saving throw and not being frightened
Or poisoned.
or poisoned, huge.
No, but that's not temp HP, right? That's
Oh, max
increased.
HP,
That's
yeah.
increased,
Yeah, yeah.
So what do we say it was? Total?
8.
8.
So fire and poison.
That's nice. That's still very
What about
nice.
what boo? Oh, fire your.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Got it.
And I will say that you're potentially, if you're going to encounter Loth, you're fighting a spider.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably think about that.
You should know, without Cord having said it, what type of damage you probably shouldn't deal with a spider. If someone wants to say it out loud, you guys can think about that. But he only pointed out the less obvious, the psychic.
We were debating if it was poison or acid, but I
Poison.
figured probably poison.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm sure she's got something else in there. Or
Hopefully,
two.
hopefully Xerxes has. It's honestly a little bit of everything.
Realistically,
It's a
the
charcuterie
only way
board.
to deal psychic damage would be to kill her girlfriend MJ.
Yeah.
It would be very.
Or her
Dis-
Uncle Ben.
Disadvantage.
Or both.
Or both.
With
What about
great
the
power
aunt?
comes great.
Yeah.
A Cord should have led with that.
On that.
Just get Tony Stark to sleep with her on.
Yeah.
I believe either like cold. I believe necrotic. I
Yeah.
believe just about anything.
I
I would think she'd be weak to fire. I like that.
Yeah, I
Or at
think
least
that
take
like
full
at
damage.
least take full fire damage because she's a spider.
I think all of
Kill
that
the
makes
fire.
sense, but
Kill a fire.
no way to know until
So, yeah.
Magical
You poke the
shoes.
spider.
Magical shoes.
Big magical shoes.
Or chancla.
Chancla.
Fucking flip flop.
So our first volley is gonna be a bunch of flip flops.
Perfect.
Like that's the first attack.
Perfect.
just go down the line. Psychic, lightning, cold, fire. Like just hit her with one of each and like, how'd that feel for you?
That was a lightning
How was
shot.
that
We
for
run
you?
an allergy battery. Like, to see what.
Just a can of Raid.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the poison doesn't work.
Said Rue made it, so it's rude.
So after you cast Hero's Feast, and the group kind of eating outside under the stars, under the cosmos, you do see Raj, a figure off in the distance, kind of sitting and looking away from the group, cloaked.
Raj would approach with kind of a bowl of food, even though he would assume probably that this person would not take it, but would bring up to make the gesture, as she would be one of the party.
Kind of just taps a seat next to her looking off in the distance, away from the group.
Raj would place the bowl down and then sit down next to her.
The Raven Queen says to you, many moons ago, I showed you how we would die. Have you changed the way you've lived, knowing how you were going to die?
No. I have taken opportunities, every opportunity that has faced me, and I have learned to trust in people again. I don't think there is anything I would take back at this moment.
Looks up. Kind of was giving you a side glance, not looking directly at you. And again, you can see these. She doesn't have her porcelain mask on. You can see this pale features to her, very bony, narrow face. And she says, "That's why you're my champion."
It is an honor. And while I may not know exactly the burden of that right now, I will do everything in my power to honor that title.
Just know whatever happens to you or me, I'll see you on the other side, and we'll figure it out together.
It is a plan, and he'll try to like grab her hand if it's available, just as like a solidarity moment.
For the rest of the night, is there anything anyone would like to do?
Sit with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Stay up as late as we can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna start crying already.
Come on, start crocheting.
It's already there.
Share how you feel.
You're not even the one drinking.
I know. I don't have to. I just am this way. I literally cried in the car on the way here.
Oh.
Good
So
tears.
sweet.
I was thinking about it a little bit too hard.
I did say that maybe one or two people could survive, so maybe the twins get out of this.
Listen,
Hold out hope.
I think that like Phoebe would definitely make sure to like after everything's calming down, be like, and I can get us out if we need to. I have a way. While we were studying before we came here, I had spoken with Mads about a certain spell that will allow us to leave if we need to. So we have that ability. I would like for everyone to come, but if it's just us, just in case, we can get out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll know if that moment comes. We'll be ready.
We'll feel it.
Yeah.
Why? It'll be okay.
And she'll just spend the night braiding her hair, making sure that her long crazy wavy hair is this way. Nobody can do anything and hurt you that way, and just make sure she's
Keep
all
it tight. And I think that Phoebe would try to braid your front hair,
yeah.
around the horns.
Yeah.
But it's like, how do you fight with this in your eyes?
You get used to it.
It keeps your dark vision good. Keep covering one eye. Yeah.
Makes me think of Jinx when she has her long hair wrapped around in the jail cell. She's looking up. All right. Anyone else?
I would just like to say that it's been a pleasure having you all help me learn about myself these last. And then I provide the exact date and time to the minute and the second.
You always have such a way of words. Talk.
It feels kind of crazy that we didn't find you, but that you were so proud of you. You've come so far.
It feels like many lifetimes ago and still many ahead. But I did speak with Cord last night in the treasure room before we prepared here, and I'm not sure what's required to protect all of y'all and the light. All of y'all. Galileo's from South Carolina.
I like to think that he's like picking up more of like
I cracked a little
people
bit there.
dialects,
Yeah.
like as he's like learned from us.
He's a traveled man.
Yeah.
Traveled by.
So I'm not sure what will be required to protect the light moving forward. The price seems steep for me. So I just wanted to express my gratitude. Bless you.
That time to burp. I burped and then laughed about it.
I don't think we'll know until the moment, and only you can make that choice. We would never ask you to sacrifice yourself again.
No.
But
And you don't have to if you don't want to. Don't
No.
forget that.
you still have a choice again.
Okay.
We've made it back before, and we can keep making it back.
Raj, there's a phrase that pops in your mind that has been said to you many, many times as you listen to this that resonates, and maybe now you know more closely what it means. But the Raven Queen has often said to you, "Heavy is the crown," and as Galileo is saying this, that kind of phrase continuously pops back into your mind.
Raj, it looks like there's something you're thinking about.
Is there something you need to get off your chest before whatever tomorrow brings?
No, I'm just making an observation.
As am I.
Glad you're coming with.
Glad to be here.
What's Greymore doing right now?
I have no clue.
How's he
Just
doing?
sitting, watching everybody.
Grandma with no voices in his head
Just
anymore.
weird because he can hear everybody without,
Crickets.
like, by himself now. So he's just soaking in the silence.
Give yourself a +1 to perception now that you don't have
Oh.
voices in your head. Certainly. First time you've probably been able to concentrate. It might be because there's nothing in your head. It might be difficult to concentrate actually, but nonetheless,
the silence
still
is weird.
yeah. Observing.
No, he's just observing for the first time in silence.
Greymore, you seem at peace.
For the first time in a very long time, yes.
Well, I do have a heart now, and it does break it a little bit to ask you to forego that peace in the morning.
Oh, yeah. That's a given.
And as my champion, I hope that I am worth being championed for you.
And then, as Galileo says that, if you're looking at Greymore now,
I'm gonna
you
bow
see,
as I say it too.
you
To
see
you.
the. So it just dawned on me, you don't actually see the amulet on him anymore because his beard covers it.
Mm-hmm.
But ever so lightly, you see like all his tattoos and runes that he's carved into himself pulsate a white light like a heartbeat, and that's coming from the amulet that is in his chest now. So and you can see like as he's at peace, it's a nice calming dim light. So who knows what it will bring.
Where
later
did
on.
you carve Rue's name?
On the left.
So you also see that light glow for the first time as well.
That's cute.
Man.
We cry ourselves to sleep.
Anyone else before we move on to?
How much does
Ghor Dranas?
Rundar know about the layout of where we're going? Is it just generic, or does he know, like...
Rundar knows the map, knows the terrain. He's very confident he's going to get you from point A to point B.
And so you would see him probably sitting with AJ and Jerome going over the plan, right? Explaining, this is their mission. We're here to support. Obviously, if they need us, we will be there. But the goal is get in and get out as quietly as possible. And so AJ will be in charge of burrowing us through underground up into a courtyard that is hopefully near where we think we need to be. I will be casting Major Image to make that courtyard appear as normal as possible, despite the fact that there are 2 giant dragons and a forest gnome hanging out there.
So you're also going to be our ride out?
We are ingress and egress.
Do we
For one
know
of us.
the sewer entrance? Is it like a ways away from the main castle, or is it like right off? Or
So I mentioned last time that the castle is the walls of the castle are miles long. So at the entrance where the main focus is, you're going to be doing a wide berth to the, let's say, just eastern side of it, and the attack was happening on the south side. So you're pretty confident that you can get there safely, and you can also, with Major Image, recreate the area in which might be damaged from the dragons, like entering and getting into the system.
Yeah, I mean, my plan was even approach underground.
Yes.
Although we do know the tunnels are there from our previous sessions.
Yep.
So sort of doing our best to avoid that. Come up in a courtyard, and then Rundar pokes his head out, gets a view, Major Image. Then we can all exit, and nobody will see that we're there. Because to anybody looking in, it just looks like the courtyard.
Yep. And for Rundar and AJ and Jerome, securing and making sure that the exit of this place is paramount.
Yes.
Because if the battle goes bad and outside, they might start retreating back toward the castle. And then they might start coming through all sorts of entrances.
Yep.
So making sure that nobody can get back where you guys are is paramount.
Realistically, the scenario would be AJ burrows us in, Jerome and Rundar in the courtyard, AJ filling in the tunnels, maybe creating false tunnels that go other places, and then meeting us back.
Yeah. All right.
Could
I like it.
Jerome like shovel dirt onto the door, and like if there's like a big gate for them to enter the courtyard, for them to come back in, like shovel dirt onto it?
I guess that would be up to Mans about what that courtyard looks like. I'm literally just imagining, like, so if you imagine walls of a castle,
Yes.
there's a turret where there are guards at the top,
Yes.
and just a general courtyard of like they're storing shit or whatever,
Yeah.
you know. And we get in there, and I Major Image to make it look exactly the way that it should, despite the fact that we're all
sneaking.
entering through there.
Yeah. So even easier for this, same thing you just imagined, the wall, the turret, everything. Underneath that, there's grates for sewage systems. So you're going to dig and get them as close to that sewage system as possible and enter them through the sewage system. You can even break the pipes to get into it without breaking the grate on the outside. So that way nobody even knows what's going on there. And then once they get into the sewer, they know exactly their plan of attack for that. So,
I love it.
and then, yeah, again, Major Image can clean up all those little imperfections.
So you've got 30 minutes for everyone that's listening. I can cast that 3 times.
Okay.
So you
30
have
minutes total.
Yeah,
It's
you
10
have a
minutes.
30-minute time limit, 10, 10, and 10,
Okay.
for me to be able to cast that spell without stretching.
And you can hold it too
I get-
until the very last second, right?
Full
In case you think
concentration.
someone's
Yeah.
showing up.
Right.
So, not necessarily your time for 30 minutes, right? All right. Last call before we enter Ghor Dranas.
Do we get our death ward? Do we get our clerics
I'll
from the
give you a
Twilight
death ward.
Accord?
Yeah, I'll give you a death ward.
You got some clerics coming in with like incense swingers, and you're like swinging the incense around everyone.
Little death ward for everyone.
They have the little like.
They're shaped like upside
I'd like to start us off with stealth checks.
God.
Again, advantage.
Rollies!
Plus 8.
Plus 10.
You're doing past that place?
Yeah.
Can
So
There-
plus
if we're-
18.
If
Okay,
we're
let's do
Rundar,
D20s.
So let me count, because I think there's a limit to the number of people, but we have to between
use.
Rundar and
and it lasts for an hour. How far away are we from? Where are we? Like
You're essentially going to time
Cleric.
it up. You
Nope.
and the other team are going to leave
I'm
at the same
not taking
time.
the break.
So they're going to start distracting in the force,
No,
and you
whenever
guys are going to
I can
leave
go through, I'll just go through.
seconds
Go through it.
after that.
Never mind,
so we
it is-
should be good for.
it is each creature you choose.
Great.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast it from Rundar while we're all together.
Right.
And if something happens, I can cast it from Runeberg
Yeah.
while we're out.
So advantage plus their stealth plus 18.
So you need a
Galactic.
12 or higher on your dice, not including your strength saving throws individually.
Stealth.
Stealth.
I was like,
Or
strength
strength,
saving throw.
stealth. Thank you.
All right.
You
Calculator
have
fails.
advantage, it's fine.
Don't worry. If I could count on anyone to roll poorly today, it's
God damn it. I rolled like shit like the last
What do
2
we
days.
need to roll?
So you're looking
Hell
for
I need some
strength.
fucking
Sorry,
magic,
stealth.
dude.
Yeah.
I need some
What do you
fucking magic.
3.
Plus
Oh,
3 to your
single.
stealth.
No, I have a
Single
plus
stars
1 to
and
my stealth.
suns.
3 plus.
18 would be 20.
You had a 3? What'd you roll? 3 and what?
I just rolled a 3 because I have disadvantage.
I'll get to that in a second.
Why
so
do you
I
have disadvantage?
straight rolled it.
What did you get?
Why do you have disadvantage?
My armor.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Rules is written, as they say.
Oh Christ.
I needed a calculator for mine.
Well, that's
Fine.
hopefully gonna help these. So what was your total?
21.
21. What was your roll?
5 plus 18.
23. So
Are you trying to
fail,
do Trey?
fail.
I might be the
Yeah,
trap.
it might be
What do you got over there?
35.
Hell yeah.
Success. What do you got?
Um,
You
here?
had a 50,
Lynn?
Jordan?
No.
You had a 50, Jordan?
Room,
Yeah.
Roomberg?
I'm doing everybody. Roomber got a 42.
Yes, I needed a
Jesus
calculator.
Christ.
Fuck,
42.
He got a natural
Fuck.
20.
I got a natural 20 plus the 18 plus my modifier.
Important to note.
Oh,
2
successes.
successes
Thank
there.
God. 'Cause
So-
we're not putting out over
And then somehow 50 is not a crit.
50. No, I rolled a 17.
Fuck, yeah, could have gone higher.
Plus 15 for my stealth.
Oh, you know, I didn't
So
check my stealth
32
score.
plus 18.
That's insane.
50.
I didn't
I
add my
needed a
stealth
calculator, and I still don't believe
You have the
nothing.
highest damage in the game without
Nope.
blue orbs.
Oh, okay.
I had 27.
Without blue orbs.
And
Did you add your stealth score to it, too?
Yeah, I did.
I did not. 27, so it's still a failure. But
still failure, but better. Okay, so 4 successes, 2 failures.
Jerome's a 30.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, hold on. I'm doing the math.
5 successes,
32.
6. That'll
Oh,
put you over
nice.
the edge. Yeah. How's AJ doing for me? How's my
she's
boy
gonna,
doing?
She's gonna pay this.
She's
12 unmodified.
What is it?
I need some dice to start.
You.
Hit hard for me.
Can I?
41 for
Right.
AJ.
Nice.
And then Rundar.
This will be fun.
You might as well roll. Natural 1.
Well, natural 20.
Ah!
What's that number come out to?
53.
Stop.
It'll be higher than me,
Has to be.
It was the mat.
Okay. Fuck the mat.
because my stealth
Not
is
the
only,
mat. But the mat.
is only plus 50.
No,
54.
Fuck.
Whoa.
So, in Rundar's final roll of C3, it's a
Rundar's-
53. Suitably. So, as you
we
all...
succeed?
Yeah.
Not
you-
even the highest with a 50.
That's okay.
Hilarious.
I'm trying a new method.
Love to see it.
2 over 50.
2 over
Never
50,
have
2
we-
over 40.
Never
Hey,
have we.
how's it going?
Good. So, as you all
want me to map out?
successfully make your way and sneak into Ghor Dranas, and again, you're timing it up with the other group. You are just starting to hear the war drums kick off, the horns kick off, and the armies beginning to clash as you guys take a wide berth east, a few miles out to the east, and you begin to burrow your way underground. And AJ is going to rip through some of the pipings in the sewage system, and is going to essentially toss you guys out as you continue to follow the map and go down the sewage system for. And it's very, very dark in here. There's no lighting in here. For those of you with dark vision, you're fine. Those of you without, you're being guided. No disadvantage here, though.
Light man.
I have light.
Eventually,
Close.
that's right, you do have light
The
now.
dim light.
So,
Claymore.
60 feet?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dim.
Can you control that?
We never said.
Yes.
I would say.
That's the
Yeah.
correct answer.
The answer is yes.
So,
Yes,
you
he can.
Okay. There's a fucking light up there. Okay, so as you all travel for 10, 15, 20 minutes in this dark sewage system, it begins to open up, and you're looking down
What does it smell like?
at a courtyard. It smells like
River sewage
it
line.
smells like a snake has been chopped up in an AC unit.
Gross.
And sitting
What?
there. Is it 100 degrees outside?
I'll
It's
be
hot.
specific.
It's hot.
Can
It's
I pull
so
my
hot.
cloak over my
It's so
nose?
hot
Can I
that
phone
you
a
have to
friend?
peel it off. It's smelly.
Guys, I promise it's not to me.
It's not.
Oh, Raj.
So as you look down, and it's only a 5, 10
Snake
foot
farts in
drop
here.
from this courtyard, you do see that there's this open area, columns beginning to lift off the ground, pools of lava as well, and there's a massive door behind it with a central eye that seems to be shut at the moment of the door. You do see bones scattered as though this is feasting grounds for something, but you look around and it's a rather narrow chamber. A couple of doors to the sides, but there doesn't appear to be like any like massive entryways to sneak in. I'll show you the map.
Okay.
You got some weight for the corners.
I do need I might use some of these here.
Okay, so this is.
Nope,
got
I
extra
killed this.
Okay.
We're down.
Okay. What can we do?
Yeah, lift Lolth by her base. Everybody else can just get student, however.
Okay.
What's it look
You have,
like?
man, do you have minis up at the top over?
Extra minis.
Those are the extras.
Can I use skull?
They're not gonna be heavy enough,
I can
lads.
actually add
This?
I mean, sure.
I just need some weight.
I don't know if it's gonna be heavy enough.
There's also
man.
Jar.
Is that an
Yeah.
actual?
3 bottles of hot sauce.
Let me get some hot sauce in here.
Can you put the jar on the other one?
Yes, please.
There we
Like
go.
closer to us. Thanks.
Cowards.
Not a dad in here at all or anything like that.
And there's some big jars of paint.
Do we have any Smirnoff?
I do.
Ices?
No, I did. I do.
Some of the bigger bottles.
All right, Dad.
Alright.
No.
How's it look on the
No.
map? Or on the screen?
Okay. I see what's going on here.
To move it that way.
This is
The story of a girl.
Cal, right?
Okay.
Where's this Rundar?
That's Rundar.
So you,
Cal's
Rundar's
got
not
wings.
with us.
you guys would be
Cal's
entering
dead.
from the south side. These are the columns right here. You can go place yourself wherever you would like.
And then
We
this
can
is
also zoom
terrain
out.
bird.
Yeah, let's zoom out on this one.
Okay, Matthew, can you zoom out?
Just gotta
If I
look straight up.
if I touch it, it'll explode.
Nope, you're good. Unscrew.
Columns, and that's lava,
Maybe.
Alright.
and then stairs going up on either side. A platform of some kind that we probably can't see from where we are. And the door with the eye.
How we doing?
That's good.
Some new dice tray.
I guess I can see the eye.
Why do you
at
not
the
like your
moment.
dice tray?
I
We
think
wanna
our
pull it a
di- I
little
think
bit
my dice tray
towards-
is the problem.
I want to pull it a little bit
Oh,
towards
you said-
I think it's
spin.
no good.
That way the eye will be there because I mentioned.
You gotta bless the dice tray.
How's it look there?
Still can't see the eye.
Really?
What eye?
This side.
Oh.
The eye's not central.
There it is. Now I can see it.
Higher.
I wonder if we did it the other way. We might have more
Oh.
real estate.
Like
Like
that makes sense.
if we turn it.
Why wouldn't we have flipped it?
Yeah.
You're right.
Or you can even diagonal it.
Yeah. This is why it's a
It's not
team.
gonna, I don't think it's gonna fit widthwise. Oh, that way.
Yeah, this way.
Oh, I meant the other way.
Oh,
He literally meant
Oh.
sideways.
He
oh you
meant-
meant sideways.
Yeah.
Does this fit?
It all fits.
Now it all fits. Okay.
Yeah, go sideways.
Yeah, because the cameras
Does that work?
like that.
You tell me.
It works. I can
Whatever
see
it
better.
looks like there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the whole thing.
because we can make it work. So each 4 squares is going to be 5
Forward
feet.
Spin.
Okay.
Oh, I
First
see.
one is
the-
5
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
Since it unfortunately
Thank you.
is
Because it's down the
small.
bottom. It's like the corners.
All right.
I got.
So
I got
if you guys want to go ahead and place yourself on the southern portion of the map.
That's good.
Where would you like to be?
I'll be in the front probably because I've
Yeah.
got the map.
You can always crop that later, but
Oh, cool.
That looks
yeah,
great.
like you,
Great, man.
in post, you can just grab the section that is the actual map,
That sheet,
the image.
Which one?
These
Look
are
at
pillars,
that.
right?
We got minis
Yes.
on a table on a real map.
I'm guessing this is Roomberg.
That's Rainbird.
Trainbird,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is Rainbird. Yeah.
I would assume Trainbird would be out already, so I don't have to waste a bonus action raising him later.
Takes a minute.
Yeah, you could have summoned him as you walked in.
Where would you like him?
He lives indefinitely. I guess just put us on opposite sides of the party. So if I'm going to be on the left, he can be on the right. If I'm going to be in the back,
Okay.
he can be in the front, whichever. You know what I mean?
It's like us in real life, though.
Looks exactly like.
So we have 3 people up front. Or 4. There we go.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then so then I'll do my blood dice.
So as you all enter this chamber, it is eerily silent aside from the bubbling of lava. What would you like to do?
Where does the map say we should go, Sylvie?
Does the map like lead through this room? Like we have to go through the eye door? It looks like we have to find a way through that door. I don't think that's not the door that has the machine behind it, or we think it is the door that has the
Doesn't look like it.
Potentially does.
I believe our goal is just on the other side of that door, and this is all telepathically.
As we walk in, Raj can magically sense undead without it casting anything. Would he sense anything?
Give me a perception check first.
I'd also like to do a divine sense kind of at the same time, but I can do that too, so.
And isn't this the door that needs the key?
Correct. We need
Anybody locate key?
I got a 17.
17. You don't detect undead. You didn't fail the check. Doesn't seem to be undead.
Okay.
And then for divine sense, within 60 feet, it can sense if there's any celestials, fiends, clearly not undead. I know the type, but not the individual, and I can also sense if there's consecrated or desecrated places, which is like specifically a spell.
And if anybody needs to roll for anything, I would love to give you guidance.
Hey.
Which would look like static electricity coming off the sphere.
Oops.
That's cool.
I have something for when you guys are done.
What time of day would it be?
Early morning, no fiends, celestials, undead. Am I missing one?
No, that's it.
Fae Fiend Undead.
Fae fiend.
No, it's not Fae.
No Fae?
No, not with mine. It's divine senses, celestial, fiend, and undead. Because the cleric one is different. I think, which one?
I might be thinking of like something else. I don't know.
Yeah, there's another
There's
one.
something that Fae's included on though. I don't remember what it was.
So,
Point of clarification before we get into too much.
Mhm.
Any attack that I make can come from me or from Terrainberg. If I want to do like spare the dying, can that come from Terrainberg? Or do I have to be the one touching?
I'm sure it won't come up.
I'm sure it won't come up.
Roll a d20.
Okay, great. 8, very middle of the road.
You.
Okay.
okay.
That could be interpreted anyway.
10 or higher.
So, do we think that perhaps covering the eye would be a good idea?
It's closed, he said.
Okay. Keeping it closed?
Keeping it close.
Or do we just kind of walk up there and wave?
We need to find a key first.
Okay.
But before anyone moves, I know you had a thing you want to do. Do whatever you need to do, but before anyone moves, I want to check the floor for traps.
I'll let her to do it after you then.
Essentially, I was just gonna perception check and then
yeah.
see if there's any language or anything on the walls.
Perfect.
I
I'm
would
looking
like
down.
to guidance Sylvie for that.
So give me an investigation check or perception if you're looking.
Guidance for all.
Guidance for everybody gets guidance.
Okay.
Don't everybody line up at once.
Huh?
So don't everybody line up at once.
You said I get guidance? Is that a +4?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a 30.
Did you just anxiously rip your ear?
no,
ring out?
it just broke.
Oh,
Sure.
Not completely. It's a 30 from...
I got a 30 for my investigation. I rolled a 13 plus 13 plus.
so with a 30, there's something odd that you notice. Not necessarily that there are traps on the floor or in the pillars, but as you go to reach and kind of, because you're using investigation, as you go to like touch the side of a pillar, it's not where it was. Like, it's just slightly off to the side. And you quickly recognize that. You go to reach another pillar and it's in its spot. You go to look at the runes on the ground, you go to like touch the runes on the ground and they're shimmering, but they're slightly off to the side where they were. There's something in this room that is causing things to not necessarily be exactly as they're seen in this moment.
Mentally, I'll say to everyone, and then just let them know, and like show them that like the pillar looks like it's here, but it's there. and the runes are not lining up where they should be either. Galileo, I don't know if there's some sort of illusion magic or.
22 on perception. Can I also check the lights or detect magic at the same time?
So detecting. Let's go with the speech first. I think that, or the language.
Looking for a language, yeah.
So the runes appear to be abyssal, but you also see some.
What did it say?
Can you read it? Yeah, you can, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get to that in a second. The underlining of it, though, like right underneath the abyssal, you see some deep speech, which is odd. Almost like something came in after and added its own magical runes to.
Okay.
Essentially, the abyssal language that you see right at the top of the stairs. Right, I have a laser pointer.
Yeah,
I'm pointing it at my eyeball. That you see right here.
Those are runes.
Yeah, so that's what's in abyssal right up here.
Okay.
And it essentially, although it doesn't necessarily translate 1-to-1, it essentially says, protect the door, protect the source, protect the.
Yeah.
And the last one doesn't necessarily translate 1-to-1.
These look dangerous.
Does the
arcane runes?
Yes.
Some sort of abjuration magic, I would perhaps see.
Potentially. Underneath it, though, the deep speech part of it, you just see, or you read, I am what cannot be seen. If you're reading, it is too late for you.
Oh my god.
Turn back. And you begin to hear laughter billow in the area. And it's coming from all around you. And the eye opens up and just looks at you all. Let's roll initiative.
If you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +5 to your initiative bonus.
I don't know how the squares are.
Squares are just 4 of them are going to be 5 feet.
Okay, so like the size of our minis are essentially 5 feet. Okay. So
I probably should have told
within
you guys
10
that.
feet of
So
you.
if you guys
No,
wanted
you're
to
good.
start a little closer to me, it would have been like.
And you can still move yourself relatively close to that. Yeah.
Stay close, because like everyone could be within 10 feet of me if you guys wanted to scooch over a little bit. But if you don't want higher initiative, live your best life.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll take it.
Sometimes higher initiative is not the best thing, right?
It's not.
So
Depends on
maybe
what
you
want
to be spread out.
Yeah,
Well
depends on what you want.
That's my dice right now.
I assume that includes me. That includes
ma'am.
me, right? Okay, great.
I would never.
Come on, let's see.
I need to change my initiative from +5 to +10.
Okay.
Might as well.
All right.
What is initiative?
What are we adding, Jordan? Your
+5 proficiency bonus. Oh wait, it's
I'm
in.
locked, you bitch.
So our initiative roll is now +5.
When you and any creatures of your choice within 10 feet of you roll initiative, you all gain a bonus equal to your proficiency bonus, which is +5. So yes. So this goes from +5 to +10. Great news. That's cool.
Knew I should have got invisibility.
Yeah, I feel
I have
like
blind sight.
Darkhex Predator
I have,
would have been fucking cool
the
here,
ability-
but it's okay. I
that
can
third
still-
eye. You can either
It's
do
okay.
read all language or see invisibility.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Son of a.
Oopsie, doopsie. I knew I was gonna back the wrong horse.
Invisible. I think it's the whole
I'll wait till everyone's done with initiative. I am using a pen, so I don't want to
Oh,
restart
no.
this.
Do you want a pencil?
I don't know where we
I
are.
feel like I
You've come too
deserve
far.
this. I deserve this.
Deserve
It's 5 years.
20 and above.
22.
23.
Okay, so 23, 20.
Dirty, disgusting, nasty, filthy, slutty 20.
What's that put you at?
20.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
that's
Galileo's
Yeah.
first,
so Galileo.
then Sylvie.
Which makes sense. I did read it. And I was like,
Okay.
activating defenses.
Galileo, Sylvie.
And then remember.
I think we both
And
got
Phoebe.
Oh,
20.
you got dirty, filthy,
disgusting
disgusting,
20.
slutty, nasty 20.
I named you
little 20.
Ruberg, so
Ruberg.
Rumberg. Phoebe.
Peeps.
Well, gentlemen.
19.
18.
Oh!
I rolled a natural 1. How the tables have turned.
13
How
plus
the
the 5 plus my 1.
turntables.
I have a 1 to initiative.
I didn't. I was
What's
the
your
only one
Oh,
that didn't.
plus 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 13
Oh, okay.
plus
Oh,
my
okay.
5.
I was
Okay.
the only one that didn't take Jordan's help because I didn't want to go for it.
That's fair. Well, that's why I'm like, it's optional. You don't have to.
Okay,
yeah.
so
Which makes it base.
top of the round,
Plus 4 dex, plus 1
Galileo,
being,
you are up.
Great.
Yep.
I'm prepared.
Natural one ain't too bad in my spot here. Yeah. We'll go get some ghosts.
And you would have read those runes out, or like
Yes.
you would have said them in your mind to everyone.
I would have said it to him and said, and then like,
Box of candy.
it's a trap.
It's a trap.
Okay. So there's just nothing. I can't see any sort of threat other than I know. Well, can I? Bonus action, detect magic. So if something is invisible, I can see the invisibility magic on it.
So you're casting a spell, detect magic. Casting a spell, detect magic. It does not work.
No spell. What doesn't work about it?
You try to cast it. Nothing happens.
Smoke
Okay.
just pop up.
Okay.
Whatever it looks like for like you snapping your finger, you're snapping
It's
it and
flipping
nothing
through lenses. And
yeah.
they're just all normal. Like,
is 1 or 2?
1 or 2?
2 or 1?
1, 2. 2 or 1. 3 or 4.
And you don't burn that spell. It's just you don't cast it.
Copy. Well,
Okay.
it's gonna be a short first turn, lads. I'm gonna hold a spell. Can I hold a spell if I can't? No, because you have to start casting it to do that then. So, I guess I'll just die.
Do you?
I'll try to position myself defensively in the group. I'm good. I'll just use my fingers.
You want to move your character?
I've come too far. I mean, I want to. Yeah, I'm already positioned defensively, so that's it.
Even with your slightest move, the eye notices your movement
Yeah.
and just moves with you.
So eyes open now.
Eyes open now. Yeah,
Okay.
eye opened when you read the runes.
What is this, Squid Game?
I guess so.
Red
About to
light,
get shot.
green light.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna keep moving. Go see if I can be behind this pillar.
Okay.
With the eye over there.
And although you can't necessarily see it as you go behind the pillar, it
I
tracks
assume
you.
it is,
tracks
but
you.
at least it's
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at a pillar now,
Mm-hmm.
presumably.
Presumably.
And after a split second of no movement, just
Let-
the slightest, it begins to look around the room again.
Okay.
But it would catch someone else, whoever's going to move next, right?
Sure.
So,
I'd like the legendary action.
Sylvie, you're up.
Um,
Runeberg on deck.
I'll try to cast it in one.
I assume we
Got it.
don't know that him casting a spell didn't work. So
I would have relayed that. I'm flipping through my lenses and they're not working. So
none of your lenses are working.
yeah, and I tried to detect magic using that,
It's just,
and like it's there's arcane interference happening right now, guys. Heads up.
I
just
feel like I still,
gray.
I feel like I
Yes.
still have to try because if it's, you know, I'm gonna
You have a different magic source than I do. So
yeah, Sylvie's gonna she's gonna take her hands. She has a chip from Xerxes's horn that was like falling off at one point, and she has obviously her symbol on her palm, and she's just going to like cover one eye and like just like think, I guess, with the chip. I don't want to do anything else with it, but I'm gonna try to cast the invisibility. Does that work?
and which one is Sylvie on that that I can see?
I
The
am.
blue shirt, white horns.
I'm
Yep.
colorblind.
Next to Greymore. Next to Greymore. It's on the other side of that.
That
Yep,
one?
Side
yeah,
of
that's me.
Greenberg.
That
Yeah.
red one.
That's it.
You cast see invisibility. You do not.
I do not.
Okay.
Okay.
Not from there.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh.
Is the eye looking
Chris,
at
you're
me?
gonna have a fun time.
Is the eye looking at me?
As
As
Galileo
I,
fades
like-
behind and you begin to
Like-
move, yes, it immediately catches you.
So Sylvie's gonna think the spells don't work while the eye is looking at you, and she's gonna then go ahead and I'm gonna move her behind the pillar in front of Galileo, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide. But I'm gonna try to like hide behind where the pillar actually is and not where it seems
Sure.
to be.
And again, they're very slight differences, right?
Okay,
So even
okay.
if you're like hiding, you're not like standing out in the open.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Then that's gonna be what I'm gonna do with
Okay.
that. So I'll move myself, and that'll be my turn.
Rumberg, you are up. You see two people dive behind pillars.
Love it. Love to see it. Clarification with this. So in the dormant state, it says lightning bolt. Is that the thing where I actually have to throw the javelin, or can I actually just?
No, you can use the javelin.
I can cast a lightning bolt from the javelin.
Or you could throw it, right?
Okay.
But yeah, you can keep it in your hand. Whatever flavor you're feeling.
Okay.
Do we want to roll a stealth check or anything to hide, or?
Please, thank you. Were you intending to hide? Because if you can roll a stealth check with that as well.
Oh, I guess because we technically didn't use our actions then, right? Or
Yeah,
does that
so-
burn our action?
It
I'm okay
doesn't-
with
it
it
doesn't
burning the
burn
action.
it doesn't burn the spell. I'll say.
That's
So
fine.
then you have the rest of your few seconds.
That's fine.
to
I
hide.
mean, well, that'd be my action, my movement, and my bonus action. As long as I don't have to burn the spell.
No,
then
no,
I'm
you're not
fine
burning the
with
spell.
that.
I still have the
It's
stealth
a
bonuses.
28 stealth check for Sylvie.
Do we still? We don't have pass without trace anymore, right?
Yeah, it's for an hour.
Yeah, you
It's
would
a
have it.
38 for because you're casting it from Runeberg now.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be.
You have to be within 30 feet of the
38
person
feet, yeah.
who has the spell, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I'll double check for you.
Yeah, I was like, I thought
28
it was when
stealth.
you
Did you want to
cast
roll
It's
for
a-
stealth?
It's a 38 if I have Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
But I'll double check that real quick.
38 with pass without trace.
So 28. Did you actually?
Yeah, 28.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
Whoa.
I had a good roll.
That's what I'm
Plus
saying.
8, right?
Proud of you.
Plus 8.
Oh, do
from
we still have that
Lindsay's
plus 8?
thing and plus
How long
4.
does that last for?
No,
Smuggler's root?
that wouldn't last this long.
Okay.
Then 20.
That's fine.
That's
the
fine.
important part's gone.
Just 20.
That
then
that
nice.
was. It got us where we needed to be.
Still 20. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Rollies.
It's not good enough, but it's excellent.
Yeah, well, great roll. Still
Great roll.
fails. But
Still fail.
great roll.
Well, then I'll say, let's see if this counts as a spell.
Each
And,
creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you.
Yeah, I guess there's the question is, does that maintain for the duration of the spell? Because it's not a concentration spell.
It is a concentration
Oh, it is?
spell.
Okay, never mind.
And technically you'd be concentrating on something else for
At this point,
Runegar,
So it's gone. Okay. Yeah, because he's doing major image right now.
Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you. So in theory.
Okay.
Yeah. But it is concentration, so let me know if you. It's fine if you don't want to use it right now, depending on what else you want. I guess you can.
I'm gonna save Runebergs to get out.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
So 28 stealth check.
So
No Pass Without Trace.
we'll see if this counts as a magic spell. Seeing what has happened, I'll warn everybody. Get ready to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Way ahead of you.
3, 2, 1, and reach back, grab the javelin, and act like I'm throwing it, but like at the full apex of my throw, lightning bolt
Beautiful.
at the eye.
By the way, something.
Hopefully, like flashing, basically like
Yeah.
temporary blindness Yeah. is really what I'm going for more than anything.
So before you do the attack roll, can you roll me a Arcana check here?
Yeah. Let me just see what my Arcana is before. Fantastic.
Yes.
You mean the fighter? Is
I know nothing.
What
Jon Snow.
was the roll?
Natural 1 plus
Oh.
1.
So to that point that you know nothing, you feel fine. Like your energy levels normal,
Yeah.
but it feels like the energy that you're pulling for this lightning. It's almost like there's nothing in the reserves as you channel cord to strike and use the lightning bolt.
So nothing comes out.
No, something does come out, but it almost feels like you're pulling from literally the reserves. Like
Okay.
it took a lot of effort for this to strike and become lightning.
Okay.
Whether that's you or whether that's cord.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your attack now as you try to strike the eye.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay, perfect. Let me make sure I remember the damage, which...
31 lightning damage.
Okay. For the briefest moment, you see the eye flinch and shut, and then it very slowly opens again. So, good damage.
So in that moment,
Mhm.
my plan would be to also dip behind something. Terrainberg dip
Nice.
behind something.
Matrix fight out in the freaking
Yeah.
lobby.
Did the rest of us notice anything when that eye kind of like shuddered a little bit? Like, did anything like glisten or anything in the room kind of like?
It's a fair point. As you pointed out earlier, that the movement of the pillars and the runes maybe not are exact. You see everything kind of course correct for a brief second, where the pillars shift back to their normal spot. The runes shift back to the normal spot. So this eye is potentially causing some sort of illusory.
And I would assume, since
magic.
all these actions take place in the same turn, everyone going after me can take advantage of that blink to move.
This is not enough. You're on the right track, but this is not enough
Okay.
for them to use it.
I like it.
Again,
I
just
like
a
it.
blink, like a normal blink for us. Okay, anything else for Rimberg as he hides? Give me a stealth check. And GB, you're up.
Cool.
Not
Like in that moment, like Phoebe's going to do like duck behind a pillar so that she is out of range of the eye and like hearing Sylvie in her head. Like, let's see if we can cast when they can't see us. And she's gonna pull one of Rundar's daggers out of her, like one of her like thigh holsters, like very excited to use it, and she's going to touch it and cast darkness on the dagger itself.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
And so that's going to be my action for now. But like she's just got this like little mote of darkness on the tip of the dagger, and just kind of like I have it, so we're ready for next turn.
Okay. Sweet. And are you hiding? Are you hiding?
Yes, I hid before I did the thing.
What was us?
7.
7, thank you.
Your stealth check was a 7.
Oh my god,
Yes.
it's a 1.
Oh no.
So an 11, but it's still in that 1.
Yes, 3 plus.
It's a net
We don't have
Yeah.
There's no 11.
we don't have pass without trace anymore.
Okay.
5% chance.
So plus your stealth.
No matter
hid-
what.
Okay, so that's a 4.
Okay.
It's a 4.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Legendary action.
There's one.
Greymore's the only one not hiding.
Kramer's like, where did everybody go? Did I let you cast darkness or no?
Did that work?
On your
Dagger.
dagger, yeah.
Out of sight.
Yeah.
Interesting. You just did it all in
There's
the wrong
2 of
order.
them, right?
It's one dagger.
Okay.
Yeah.
With your nat 1 of stealth, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, to be fair, you are welcome to take the dagger of return that does not require attunement.
So you can have 2
So you
daggers.
can have that dagger. It just doesn't do the petrification.
That's the one that I wanted to.
Okay.
I thought I had both, and I had the one that I
Take
could
it. I'll
throw
take a
and then
picture
pop
send that-
back.
I'll take your pictures on that one too.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Doesn't change what I'm doing, so
I
you're
know.
And we're in that one, right?
Constitution saving throw?
And where are you? Yep, go ahead, roll that.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
good.
Okay.
No.
And did you move behind
awakening.
Phoebe or
Okay,
behind
so
Sylvie?
that
I
changes.
should have
And
moved
you
you
get a
from
plus
dormant
3 to
mode
that.
during the.
Okay.
Got it.
12,
That changes everything.
15, 16? Not great.
Love mine.
You begin to feel your body freeze, and you are paralyzed
Okay.
for 1 minute.
Can I be paralyzed?
That's a good question.
Can't be
I don't-
frightened or poisoned. I don't know if
That's
paralyzed
the hero's
is
feat,
different.
right? Unless you have some sort of trait or magical item, you are paralyzed for
Was
1
that-
minute.
And then,
Was that a spell?
hold on. I have it written down somewhere. I have to read somewhere. Everything that I have is in different apps.
Yep.
You-
And this
Anyone
one's
has-
upside down.
You do you, and I'm gonna go to Greymore.
Was that a spell?
Was that a spell for her?
Yeah, that
17.
was against her. Because
Yeah, it's a spell.
then he would have used, if he knew it was that, he would have used that in the beginning.
Let me see. Which one?
The
Oh.
whole thing. So then it had advantage on it. If you want to retcon. If not, I can do it right now.
I'll say use that now on your turn.
Got it.
You activate.
Actually, really quick, if I may. Proficiency bonus is, how does that work again?
Plus 5. It's your level.
Plus 5? Okay, so that would be a 16 plus 5. So that's a 19.
16 plus 5 is 21.
21? I can't do math. Why am I playing a dice game? So that's a 21 plus 1 to bonus ability checks and saves from the armor, the height of the wild guardian. and then the staff allows me to have
So everyone
proficiency.
within
Add my
30 feet
proficiency to all saves.
So take all that and tell me a number.
Handled.
22. Okay. No, that's fine.
You wanna
Just
try and
miss.
stamp that?
Okay, that's fine.
If that gives you a number.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I forgot
No, you're
that
good.
I had this
Leave it
written down.
Totally good.
Well, 3 for you guys.
Now I get to feel your disappointment in person.
It is not disappointment. It is, I don't know anything that you're talking about. I'm just going to trust that you know what you're talking about.
The combo of magic items.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Every
it's over
time we
my
have to
head.
explain something to
Have it
Manciani,
written down.
Just
the bad
roll
guys
for it.
hit harder.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's either that or make you roll a d20.
I'm
10 or
actually
higher.
Nick, and you're like, yeah?
And
Uh-huh.
and Phoebe, where did you want to move behind Sylvie?
Yeah, I would be in, yeah. Oh.
Paralyzed condition.
I can.
Incapacitated, can't move or speak. Automatically failed dex
behind
in
Sylvie.
strength saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if it's within 5 feet.
Melee attacks, yeah.
That's a nasty one.
Throw the coup de grace.
All right.
Which
Next
I'm
up,
worried
Greymore.
about, 'cause-
Greymore is gonna go ahead and move his. He'll be the center of everybody, so he'll move his 25 feet forward. So should be like right in between those two pillars, right there. Okay. Hold on. Nope. Scratch that. Go back to the.
Okay.
That's
forgot.
30 feet of movement.
Yeah. I get 25 feet. Scratch that. I forgot we said that I do this now and not previous turn.
Send it.
Okay. So with
I'll stand by.
yeah, he will be moving. With his bonus action, you'll see the light from his chest erupt, and his medallion has now been awakened. And you'll see, like, if you ever seen like the video game Destiny, it has
Yes.
a little ghost. So that's kind of like what this dim light looks like. So it's like a little bright light that's flying around Greymore. And so it's in the air now. So now everybody within 30 feet of a line of sight of me can add +2 to their AC.
Ooh.
Or sorry, never mind. Nope, that's me. You get to roll a D4.
Okay.
Okay, so you're getting a exo bubble shield that protects you. This ability can be used for twice for me. You get a D4 added to your AC.
Cool.
So go ahead and roll a
So
D4.
each
Each
of
of
you
you roll a D4.
Individually. That is your
You have to that, and you
Got it.
let me know.
And Soviet Russia like
I have to
affects
let you know.
Yeah, I
Yes.
need to know. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
4.
You got 4 too?
Okay, so we got
2.
2, 4,
That's good.
I got one.
That's good.
1, 4.
Kramer just falls on the ground.
Does this hurt Greymore?
Does it hurt Greymore?
I feel like
You
it's-
don't know.
Just roll. Hopefully.
4.
Okay.
Greymore's down.
Great. So you get that as your. You killed me. It was that your throw killed me. No. So you get that as your AC.
Added to your AC.
Added to your AC,
Okay.
and then
It's a 4 now.
the exo shield can be recharged after every hit. So every time you get hit, if it goes above your AC, you have to recharge it, and you have to either roll a 4, 5, or 6 to keep it. If you do not recharge, then you don't get the shield back until I use the ability again.
Okay, what do we roll to see if it recharges?
A D6.
Okay.
So kind of like the dragon
Trying
recharge,
like
but
a
level.
4 or
legendary
higher,
dragon
you keep
with
it.
the breath.
Got it.
4, 5, 6,
4,
right?
5, 6. Yeah.
So
if you
essentially,
roll-
I break the shield if I hit you, even with your, and then you can re-roll with your bonus action, with their bonus action.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
To keep the shield, or you can just drop it. But there's no penalty for you guys.
Other
I
than
guess
we use,
losing your
other
bonus
than we
action.
use a bonus
Yeah,
action.
yeah.
Okay.
And so, like, if it can't be something to where, like, let's say you go up Galileo, you get hit, and then you wait a turn and then
Put
do your
that on.
bonus action. Like, it has to be that turn.
Like I spend it ahead
Yeah,
in
because then
advance.
if you don't get that after you break it, then you lose it until
Right.
I use it again.
Got it.
All right.
Did you
Sweet.
guys figure this out like last night?
This was during the drive.
Wow.
Yeah. This was 8 a.m. I looked at him. No, it was 7 when I picked him up, and I was like,
he's like, let's talk about it. I said,
Let's
wait
get-
for the
let's
coffee.
get down to
He said, "We need coffee."
We need coffee first. Okay, so that is the awakened state. All friendly creatures are immune to frightened condition, but we already have that.
okay.
Sweet.
Anything else for you?
Yeah, I will then go ahead and move my 25 feet of movement forward, and then I have to check one thing because I don't have that up. 30 feet. How far am I away from the eye?
I would venture to guess and say about 50 feet.
50 feet.
50
and is that
50
stairway?
50
like,
to
is that
70.
like going up?
Mhm.
Okay.
If you vault the lava, 50 to 70. If you're
Please.
going around, it's A and B
Jump the
squared.
lava.
No,
Just
I'm not gonna vault the lava. I am gonna go ahead and then use a blood wall to protect myself from the eye. So I'm summoning a blood wall right.
Where do you want it?
Smart.
It would be right in front of me.
You just smear off that.
I was just gonna use a fork, but it's dirty, so I won't do that.
Smear off that. So it looks like a
Hold
blood
on.
wall.
A blood wall? How big's a blood
Oh,
wall?
wait, we've got
It's just a
Legos.
5x5.
We got Legos.
I can use the Smirnoff cap.
No, we got
How
Legos.
big does it need to be?
It just
5x5.
it's the height of Greymore.
But how wide?
As wide
Five,
as minis.
as wide as a mini.
Is a
And then
So a 4x2 would probably
as
cover
that's
it.
going up, I would like to look at the
2x4.
door. Is the door like that, like indented, and there's walls on either side, or is the door flush with? So it's the first thing that comes out. So is it like this, like there's a wall all the way across, or is it indented to where?
the.
makes
Let me
sense.
try to explain. So
I
you've
love
got the frame of it,
Yeah.
but the door's inside the frame.
Okay. So
It's
essentially,
recessed.
got it.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
The correct question that you should be asking is which side of the hinge is on.
That's correct.
Don't worry, we're not there
We
yet.
haven't got
I
the
had
key
22%.
yet.
The hinges are
really?
also invisible if you haven't
Yeah,
figured that
they're
out.
shifting too.
Yeah.
Damn it!
There's hinges on both sides.
How is this door open?
Okay, another legendary action at the end of your turn. Oh, fuck, it's gone.
There are no hinges. I got it.
That fall out of the dice tower?
It went there off my knee. That was a wild
We're
ride.
rolling a d10.
That was a lot of hits too.
Greymore, I need you to make a strength saving throw as you've entered the center of the room,
I like it.
making yourself the most pronounced.
I'm hidden behind this lovely Lego piece.
Are you?
It acts as a true wall.
What are you hiding from? Is the
eye.
question you need to
Just
ask
the
yourself.
eye. Yeah, true.
Is the eye your enemy?
Double 12s. It says strength.
That's good at least.
Where is my strength saving throws?
Hopefully proficient, right?
I am not.
Oh god.
That's a 17.
17. Fail. So, you first feel yourself tighten. Your body begins to recoil, and you begin to get lifted off the ground,
Okay.
and it pushes you through your blood wall, and it puts you into the lava.
Nice.
What?
I am burning.
You are actively in lava.
Is that a spell I can see happen?
Which way are you facing?
I'm behind the pillar, but I arguably could see Greymore get lifted. Like if I'm,
Peeking around
yeah.
when it's not your turn? I don't know.
I was gonna use a reaction to counterspell something like
You
that.
could.
happening.
I'll let you do a reaction.
Yeah.
You see the briefest like pink energy.
See some
whip
arcane
out.
magic happen.
Yeah,
Mhm.
apparate.
No.
Disadvantage though, because you don't see where the source is coming from. But I'll let you counterspell.
I was
Okay.
gonna say that was my better question. Was does
Yeah.
he see if it's coming from behind Greymore?
It's
or in
almost
front
like
of
it
Greymore?
hits him, and then the pink happens.
Okay.
Through a wall.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
I'm rolling an ability check.
As your spellcast. The spellcast
Yeah,
modifier.
it's the
Yeah,
difficulty
intelligence
is
is-
10 plus the spell level
Yeah.
is the difficulty, and
That's the
you're
DC.
rolling an intelligence check.
5 plus whatever I roll.
Yeah.
At disadvantage. So 17 for the first. And 10 for the second.
So, as that happens, you.
Spend it.
I need someone to move him into the edge
I'll
of
do
the
it.
lava right there.
I'll do my own self.
He has his own stunts.
You said the edge or in?
You're in, but I'm not going to put you in the center of the pool. I'll be nice.
Your blood wall's gone.
No, it stays.
Okay.
It's not concentration.
Thank God. Lava hurts.
I'm going to calculate this. I mean,
It's
just
pretty high.
He's dead.
He's not dead, but it's a lot.
It's
20d10.
Yeah, it's not.
Whoa!
It's 20d10 per round.
He's 5.5 times 20, so it's like 100 something damage, 120 damage.
Are we in the finale or are we not in the finale? Here we go.
You sure you have it right through a wall?
You can take damage on your wall.
Anybody else got any
Did I break the AC of the wall?
any tricks?
No.
It would move you around. If it felt any sort of pressure, it would have went boop, boop. I've got 30 feet of movement with that. So, actually, you do me a favor. Just double check that's 30 feet of movement.
Through
Just
the
to make
wall?
sure everything's up and around.
Okay.
Well, even if he goes around, just make sure it's 30 feet.
So 5,
Just to keep everything on the up and up.
10, 15, 20, 25,
It looked like
30.
it to me.
Oh, he's probably maybe like
Half
in,
of-
maybe like 10
We'll do
d10.
10.
Yeah, it literally is
Like
half.
a foot in.
That's fair. We'll do.
It's
not-
half the squares.
At the point where
is
you're
what it
not
looks.
over our bullshit yet, so you're willing to concede.
It's early in the session.
Yeah.
We're allowed to.
It's willing to concede
That's if
half
he
the
goes
damage.
through the wall. If he goes around the wall, he doesn't make it.
Good thing you raised that blood wall.
Do you want to just put this under him? Looks like he's on fire.
You could.
Weak rolls. That'll be 24 points of fire damage.
That is
very
very
good roll.
Not bad.
The weakest rolls.
Sorry, did I say 10d6? 20d6. So.
You said
so-
20d10.
You said
I'm very-
20d10.
Oh, I rolled d6s. That's why it's so weak.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No. You already rolled it. It's
No,
too
no,
late.
no,
It's
take
too
backs.
late. No
No,
take
no.
backs. You already rolled
Let's
it.
roll this god.
God, you guys are so nice.
You already
Lindsay, needle.
What?
39 fire damage.
Carry
That
on.
sounds more
rolled it.
accurate.
Like if I
That
kill
sounds
another
right, yeah.
character, I swear to
Ranger's
God.
knee.
Still lower than the average.
Still, yeah,
What was it?
Much lower. 39 out
Get
of
him in,
100.
like,
Yeah, it's
So,
very low.
We'll take that. 39 fire damage.
Yeah.
And you will have the restrained condition. You cannot physically move yourself right now.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Raj, you're up.
Told you I got you.
You see the blood wall get cast,
Yep.
and then he just moves around it and into the lava, and you begin to hear him scream.
There's a bunch of darkness around Phoebe too, right?
Yeah.
Raj is gonna like look over to Galileo and just be like, "What the fuck
yeah, we
is
are in
going
darkness.
on?"
We are in darkness.
Get Graymore.
Good bad.
I have 120 feet of light. Oh yeah, she casts.
Well, it's magical. man.
Darkness doesn't matter.
Yep, I forgot it was magical.
Drop
Put your hands
bombs
on
or
my
get
shoulders,
Graymore.
guys. Don't worry about it. I can walk.
That's not my hand.
I'm saying these guys. The guys that are stuck with me in the darkness.
It's not. It's per round he takes damage, not per character,
Yes.
right?
Per
it's
round.
not like something. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
It starts
So the pressure's not on you.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to have someone else do it.
And you don't really see him either from.
That's how someone stays in the lava. Somebody else will get him.
Someone else will get him.
I do have.
Would you consider me kind of like concealed behind this pillar?
From what?
The eye.
The eye? Which one are you? This
Back,
one?
back, yep. Which one am I? Disadvantage.
Raven wins.
How
I need to get
when,
my
when I was looking
Death
at the door,
snake.
how high was the eye up from the door?
Not too high. Within
Okay,
10 feet.
like,
Yeah.
so still taller than Graymore.
Yeah.
Galileo height.
Yeah, top of gallery.
And did we say if that was a stairwell going up?
On the sides,
Side-
there's stairwells. That side and that side, and that's.
So
the
essentially,
stairwell.
it's 20 feet from where we are right now.
Height.
Up is what.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
at
yeah. I get what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
For trig and
Mm-hmm.
geometry.
Mm-hmm.
B
For
squared, B squared.
for you could be, I'd say 3/5 cover certainly,
Okay, excellent.
It's not fun.
since you're on this side of it.
And you just saw me get
Sure.
taken after I placed a wall. So you
He
might
said,
not
"No,
wanna
no,
get
no, no,
near
no,
the
no."
wall. Right.
The fuck?
Scrambling
It's
like an
hot.
animal.
It's hot. Except, unfortunately, he's not even scrambling. He's just
Held
Yeah.
in place.
dropped in.
So I should still be under my stealth roll
That's what I was gonna walk up.
From when?
from when we first entered the room. I would think.
It's a new stealth check.
You have to.
Post turn, right?
Post turn.
I'm just gonna try because I'm gonna be thinking about it if I don't. I'm gonna try to cast fog cloud.
Where do you want to cast that?
Right in the vicinity of the eye.
Ooh,
So I can't see.
nice, cool.
Fog cloud shout out.
So what's the range on fog cloud or the radius?
It's 20 foot
Radius?
radius.
Let,
40 foot.
does that
Yeah.
look
So
like
it
right
was-
here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about.
Okay,
Secure that whole area.
Yep.
yeah. So we'll
Either-
say
yeah.
with fog cloud being cast, this area right here, foggy, and the eye can't see you. You can't see the eye unless it has some magical condition, but you're not under that impression right now.
Okay.
So potentially, eye is covered.
Sounds good. Raj, like after casting it and the cloud's up, Raj is gonna like put his hand out, or he's gonna like stick his staff out a little bit, and see if anything happens to it. And as it doesn't,
And as it doesn't.
As
I
it
would
does
think.
not.
As it doesn't.
I'm gonna move up.
Nice. Advance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the blood wall,
Well, that's not bad.
and I'm just gonna be like,
You mean the
Grey Moor.
levitating lava wall?
Okay.
stay strong, we're coming.
I see.
End of your turn.
End of my turn.
Legendary action. Third and final of the round.
Snow lava levitate.
Raj, as you enter the center of the room, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
You're good at those.
Advantage.
Advantage.
And then
Hero's feast.
No, it's only
Okay.
within 10 feet of me. And
It's
unfortunately.
Hero's Feast.
No, I
Here's-
know that. She
yeah.
was pointing to me because if you're within 10
we
feet, you
get
get a plus
bonus.
3 as well.
Come on. DC's 23.
You said charisma check, right?
No.
Can it be?
I'm gonna use my inspiration
okay.
that I've gotten a long, long time ago.
Maybe you should.
I got a lucky number, but it's not good for this one. So that's gonna be a 16.
You fall unconscious.
God damn it.
Okie dokie.
You are asleep right now.
We watched Raj run up and then just collapse on the ground.
Okay. So
My turn.
got
You see the face?
fatal funnel.
My turn. Oh, great.
So, 3 legendary actions done.
Got them all back now.
Yes. And you may be in my lair. We'll see if we want to do some lair actions in a little bit here.
Top of the round.
Bottom of the round. I rolled in that one.
I know. No,
Um,
it just meant like
Um,
the next turn is top of the round though.
To be honest,
So,
What?
hold on.
to be honest, if I fell unconscious, then I lose concentration on fog cloud.
That is true.
Fuck.
That is true.
So
Maybe.
if I have to,
That's true.
honesty, yeah,
True facts.
That is true.
sorry,
No.
guys.
Don't
You
be.
don't
That was
have to
fucking.
apologize. That was excellent.
That was an excellent play with the bad
Yeah.
rollies, dude.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
shared
What
that
it
burden
is.
with Spin, and Spin just he said be honest. So
You guys
Um,
are. That was a fucking ace move, dude.
Who
just didn't work.
is
It's not on you.
who's in the back of the room right
That's
here?
Galileo.
Galileo. You feel on your back this bite immediately.
Yeah, you
clench in.
do.
Oh, I missed the whole table. I don't have advantage on this. That's going to be a miss. First attack, miss.
Yes, sir.
Second attack. Might have to reroll it. It's in my... There we go. Another 4. Miss. Third attack. Hits.
It does it.
Well, probably.
It doesn't.
Give me the number.
I will.
I'm AC'd up. I got my own shield on right now.
16. That's going to be 27 to hit.
I'll shield it.
Nice. Okay,
I don't have a reaction. I already used counterspell.
you did.
Yeah. Sorry, we're being honest.
Good thing. So 27 that'll hit. Let's go and roll some damage here. .25 points of piercing.
Mm-hmm.
That's his 3 main attacks. And again, you feel this bite come down on your back, and then you feel this wave as it pushes away from you. And you kind of turn, and you still can't see the creature.
Son of a bitch.
But
Attack of opportunity? Oh, maybe not yet.
I technically would get one because it's leaving a threatened area,
Although it's a reaction. Fuck.
Yeah,
which I don't have.
but you don't have.
I would just do. I would have disadvantage because it's invisible.
And
Okay.
with that, as it pushes away from you, almost like in a pool where it pushes
Yeah.
slowly back, I need you to make
Swimming.
a Constitution saving throw.
You will. You're not quite 10 feet from me. Okay.
No, I am. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not.
No.
It's like clearly, it's like the clearest 15
You're about
feet.
15
It's the
feet.
clearest 15 feet I've ever seen, unfortunately. This is a con save.
Yep.
I debated trying to get an amulet of fortitude that gives you like 19 con.
Yeah.
I thought that would
I
be really
also
valuable.
thought about it.
It's like, damn, amulet of health would have been a really good item to get.
Also
here we
thought
are.
about it.
And here I did not. What is it? That's a con save?
23. This is where I edit. Pause,
Sorry,
And I cut.
Mhm.
No, it's okay.
I fail.
The fork.
Do I get advantage on that? No, I don't know why I would.
No, not yet.
No, I don't have Warcaster. That's mads.
You're going to take an additional
It's gonna be like 60 something, isn't it?
23 necrotic damage. Your hit point maximum reduces by 23.
Got it.
And you are slowed. Speed is halved. You can't take any more reactions. You can't take an action or bonus action on its turn. You can take one or the other. Can't take both.
Yeah.
Top of the round, I'm gonna piss. Galileo, you're up.
And then it's not a bonus action. It is just at the end of the turn.
Bill knows what it is, but I haven't said anything to anybody yet.
It's something that we haven't done in our. Somehow I don't think we've done it in all 3 campaigns.
Did we do it in
think I know
TOA?
what it is.
I tried to do it in the.
Did we do it in TOA?
Yes.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
where I
what
got
it
the
is.
idea from.
Yeah.
We
I
tried to do
almost
it
said
at
something
Twilight's
earlier
Accord,
too.
But
Yeah.
I'm
You
like, I
all-
want to switch to hard liquor, but I also think
Okay, I know.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, I switched.
anything on that?
That's on Mans. He gave it away,
Is
not
it-
me.
I'm so mad. I was like,
And
cloud work.
Just
And I
to
fucking fell.
reiterate, it's not a bonus action. It's a recharge. So it's like
Do
the
you
So
breath.
it's just like
Do
rolling
you
breath.
take
Yeah.
damage for that again if we recharge it?
Hold on.
Ben!
You didn't look at me. You didn't see.
But we would have.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure he
you-
doesn't take damage. This is a Galileo ability, not a blood guy ability.
Can I have some-
You saw all the minuses on mine.
So I need to reroll. I got hit, so I gotta.
At the end of,
Is there a Perny there, Jordan?
it would have to be at the end of your turn though, because it's like the dragon.
Well, it's
breath.
my turn, so
Yeah. So at the end of your turn, you reroll.
4, 5, 6. We're looking for.
Yeah, but off table don't count.
I was in the
Anyone
wrong
need
dice
anything
tray
on that?
anyway. Cocked. It's fate.
Fate. There we go. So you
Yeah,
don't keep it.
that sucks. That was really
Very
nice.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah. What did it make your AC
I was sitting at a 24.
with that?
Yeah, and then I could shield up to 29.
Okay. I'm gonna lesser restoration you because I prepped it anyway. Because when he said that psychic wasn't the way to go, I got rid of
slowed,
Wrathful
man.
Smite and I put it. I was like, that way you don't have to like come out of wild shape. I can do
I
it.
also prep lesser resto. So do you?
So I'll take care of you.
Okay. I did. Yeah.
What'd you say?
But if darkness is still up because it's not concentration. Once
Yeah.
you, or
She
it
can
is,
concentrate. She's
concentration.
just paralyzed. Doesn't
Okay.
mean she can't
Yeah,
concentrate.
Okay. So then I have
Yeah.
a thought, but if I'm using my action on that, I just have to kind of position.
nothing
Okay.
better than watching Tiamat watch you pee.
Oh, that's fair.
I thought you were going to the bathroom.
Okay. So
I'm going to relay the
how
status
the fuck-
on my turn. I'm going
Maybe
to
give it a wider base.
telepathically relay the status in slow words of what's happening to everyone to everyone else.
Yep.
So we'll have at
Just
least
bring
good
the whole bag up if you
information on what's going on.
Yep.
Come on. We're all friends here.
If I'm slowed, I probably have half movement, right? So
But they're flat other.
I'm gonna use my half movement to get inside the darkness from Phoebe's.
Oh, good.
What's your radius on that?
I want to say probably
Maybe
10 feet, maybe 20, maybe 15.
You definitely fit in there. I just want to make sure I'm not.
Yeah, I want to make.
15-foot
clean hand
sphere.
Yeah, I want to make. So it's a 15-foot sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good speed there.
Now I need chopsticks.
Have those gaming grippers if you want. Somewhere.
Oh my god.
Years ago.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it a mixture of two creatures?
Could be.
Because, like, that's what I'm feeling right now. And that would be sick. That would be objectively sick. If it's what I'm thinking.
No, it's fine.
I hope it's what you're thinking.
I didn't mean to take that.
I don't, but it was
One,
like,
8 came out.
There are definitely two factors going on here.
I can't believe that. I know, it was Bill's first one, yes. Right.
oh. Gross.
You said I'm restrained, right?
Oh, you know what?
Which is the worst one. Or the worst one, not the worst one, but like grappled and
Yeah.
restrained. Restrained is
Yes.
the worst one.
I can't break free.
Who's up next?
And then they
Restrained, your
Who's
turn
fucked up?
essentially ends.
You're
Does it?
you're
Let me
restrained.
double check.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Raj is unconscious, but a little slippy slap might just. But nobody wants to be in the center of the room.
His snake,
That's the problem.
He's a snake, right?
We've
His
got
tail
a
has line
fatal
of its
funnel.
own. No, well,
You
you said
guys keep running right to the center. It's like, oh, that one. That one. Oh, you're the furthest in the back?
Are we
That
do-
one?
is the slow rules for
Oh, shit,
casting
like that.
spells in effect? Where
It is.
if we're talking the spell, if a creature attempts to cast a spell with one action, you roll a d20, 11 or higher. It doesn't take effect until the next turn, and if it's lower, it's wasted. So it's a 2-turn spell cast, or it's canceled. If we're using that slow rule.
Until the end of the target's next turn when you make your save, the target's speed is halved. The target can't take reactions, and it can't take either a action or bonus action.
But it doesn't have spell rules on there.
No, that's just what it says.
Sick.
So maybe not the slowed spell.
Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. Fucking
You're
the
good.
worst.
So you get an action or a bonus action, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and half your speed. And Sylvie on deck,
Yep.
and Berg after.
There's nothing wrong with Sylvie. It's just Greymore and Raj and Phoebe, right?
Correct. I got Phoebe.
Damn, we gotta find it. Okay. Galileo's gonna convey to you guys that something bit him, and he can feel it moving around. He doesn't know what it is or where it is, but there's something in here besides the eye on the wall that's causing problems, because that is what he objectively knows and can share with you. It also seemed to be the source of whatever's fucking up our tunes, because I'm out of the sight of the wall of the eye, and I've got slowed. So, yeah, and then in that case, I'll probably just bonus action take one of them healing potions. For being honest, I'm sorry to end on that, but
Okay, take your healing.
that's what I got.
good enough.
Next.
Next up, Sylvie. Rumberg on deck.
Can I say what I want to do and make sure no one has any major objections to it before I do it? Not yet.
What do we say?
Not
Travis?
yet.
C4.
That's
You're
it.
right. You're
That's,
right.
Because I
that's
think
the action.
Because I think the creature doesn't seem to be targeting us when we're in the darkness. So I was thinking about, as my action, cast lesser restoration on Phoebe, but then taking the darkness with me and running into the center and seeing if I can pull Greymore out with like my dash and my movement, because my action will be gone. But I don't know if taking the darkness away from you guys is the worst idea and running into the center is the worst idea, but if I have the darkness, is it better?
I think roll it.
So, I mean,
I like
at the end, I was going to, like, it was up in the air 50-50 whether I was going to, like, hand it to Sylvie to throw it
Sure.
so that you could hit the eye.
Yeah.
So, like, my entire plan was for the darkness to leave the whole time.
Okay, great. So is everyone okay if I do that then? Great. No major objections?
No, I mean, I texted you what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
But I don't know about that.
You can telepathically
Oh, yeah.
communicate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
smart.
I just...
You can,
Oh.
you
So
can
we get
communicate
him out,
telepathically.
that's fine.
Great.
I don't.
Still
If
slow.
you don't, then that's fine.
Then that'll be my plan. My action is going to be, I'm going
You gave me
to
inspiration.
turn around. I'm going to
You heard
put
it.
my
You heard it.
hands on Phoebe's shoulders and cast lesser restoration, get rid of the paralyzed condition. So that's gone. And I'm just going to say,
Ooh, we got two.
Tem, and I'm going to take the dagger Is it the returning one that you
Yeah,
put
the
it?
one that
Just
you
so I
throw
know
it.
what I have.
Yeah,
Okay.
I might love you.
And I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement. Let's see how far away I am from.
You're gonna get it.
I'm basically going to try to pull him at least out of the lava, and that's my goal. So if I've got 5, 10, 15. What's our diagonal roll?
It's 5. You just can't do it twice in a row. Then
Okay.
it turns to 15.
Okay. 5, 10,
didn't know you had that
15,
roll.
20,
That's just the normal D&D roll.
25,
It's 5 and then it turns to what?
15.
30.
If you go like 5, 15 instead of it being 10. If you go double diagonal, since it's technically slightly quicker.
Then your third diagonal's back to 5.
So then I'm going to dash. So that's my 30 feet of movement. And so I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. And if I can even just pull him back. I mean, I only have 15 feet of movement. I know it's double speed to move anyone.
We just
Grab and
So you just
fall.
need to move
Yeah,
flat
I mean,
backwards 5
if I
feet.
can just move like 5 feet backwards with him to get him out of the fire. And then I've got the darkness with ever how far that goes. I think it's...
Darkness 15 feet.
Grab and pull him out.
That's my goal. I might be fucking all of us, but like I have to try.
I like it.
okay.
I don't think you're fucking all of us.
So
What?
After
answer the
session,
question.
maybe.
Yeah,
But not right now.
Is it okay to use my last
He took
15
the
feet of
next
movement to move me and Greymoor
That's
back
on you.
5 feet?
yeah,
I'll waste
and
my last 5.
honestly, since we did that, you're at the edge of it, so you can back them up.
So if I go 5 feet here, I guess it's
Move
5
yourself
feet
7.5 feet. Have
5
your
feet
right
there.
front.
Well, I'll still have technically 5 feet of movement if I let go of him because I'm hoping he's out of the lava. I want to make sure I also have...
Dive to Raj.
Darkness.
Yeah.
To try to get
Yeah,
everybody
so
in
if
the
I move my
darkness.
other 5 feet back,
Then
and
it
then I'm
covers both
10
of them.
feet, 10 feet,
Yep.
they're both in my aura for my pally ability, and they're both in the darkness. That's where I'm ending my turn.
Very good turn.
That's what I got.
Rumberg, you are up. Phoebe on deck.
Still
Great.
Still
So
restrained.
now that
You can make a
my plan A
Make a
is
save
not
on your
necessary,
turns, whoever's got those conditions.
you said it came from behind you. You made that clear.
Oh, yeah.
And you heard him yell,
Right?
too.
Yeah. And so I would likely
Stop. We know.
nonchalantly,
Mhm.
because fun like that, sort of back
It
my
came
way,
on my back.
back my way back to where
That's what we
he
did the first one
was.
for. You didn't have to do that again.
Like not, like act like I'm gonna hide a little further away.
Uh-huh.
What I'm really doing is using my blind fighting
Yeah,
to
you are.
see if I can tell
Yeah, you are.
where this
Oh.
thing is within 10 feet of me.
Remind me, blind fighting. You can see any
I can
invisible
see
creature.
invisible creatures, and even if they're unless they're in total cover, I know where they are.
So, in fact, right where you are, you literally bump into it.
Great. So
You bump into it.
in that
Oh, I
sense,
probably
that as I'm backing up, I know that,
Mhm.
and so as I'm kind of trying to look, I know the cameras can't see me. As I'm trying to look like I'm like pulling behind this pillar, I'll literally just whap
Yep.
Yeah.
behind me.
Is it behind? Bam.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
It's actually Lindsay.
No!
We split her in half.
Terrain
Huh?
Fairy fire.
I mean, I guess you can't get a... Well, you might be able to.
Get out of my brain.
Can you move terrain work at the same time? Just all of us.
I can move. Trainberg only has 30 feet of movement, so I don't think he'd make it all the way across. But I don't necessarily think that I need Terrainberg for what I'm
I guess
doing
that's
right
true.
now.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
What's your best side?
And so, let me get my 3 attacks in.
Bonk 'em,
Right.
dude.
Have you had hiccups since yesterday?
They went away, they came back this morning, they went away, and now they're back again.
Just do more last stabs.
Yeah.
Or screen regrets. Chris, you get up
Not
there.
great.
How about that?
That'll be good. That one will probably be good. So we've got 16 for my lowest one.
To hit?
Yeah.
16 to hit?
Yeah.
That's the lowest one.
That's
Lowest
my-
one.
That's
What-
my lowest roll. I have 3
Oh,
attacks.
sorry, 16 does not hit.
Perfect.
No, no, no.
And then 31
Ah,
and
Ah.
21.
21 hits.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
So that's 2 that hit. 9 and 14 points of slashing damage.
Hold that thought.
Yeah, take a spin off.
Sorry, 9 and 14?
Yep.
Okay.
He is wounded. We have to keep track of that.
Mhm.
And then bonus action, trade places with Terrainberg.
Yeah, you are. That's
Smart.
an excellent choice.
So an instant teleport.
Excellent.
I'll switch. I
Excellent.
got you.
Yeah, cool.
Excellent choice, sir.
It's going to use... Who's Is there a pillar right there?
There's a pillar. There's
No,
Runeberg.
so
Pillar.
Yep.
Galileo.
you were just right
and
there.
Phoebe are there. So did the slow? Do I have to roll for that or?
You'll do a save at your
The end of my last
end of your
turn?
turn. Yes, please.
And
Still,
then-
DC's 23, and let me see
I was
what
like a
the...
slow concentration. That's the next question.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
no,
I'll do my
so-
roll
These
anyway.
are
and then-
not
Okay,
concentrations,
they're
yeah.
not spells. Okay.
17. What's the DC?
You had
Up there?
slowed con.
Yeah.
No success.
Still slow.
Well, good.
Yep.
I'm gonna use a legendary action. Who is that person?
That's Runeberg.
Yeah,
That's
I
just
just
swap with
teleported.
You just teleported there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as it goes to cast and looks at you teleport, looks around and is going to cast in your direction since you're not behind the pillar, not really hidden.
Yeah.
You're still out in the open, and the creature you bumped into is right here.
Yeah.
So it's gonna see it.
It's probably a con or strength save for Runeberg. I had to guess.
10.
Depends on who chooses.
Oh. Dex saving throw.
Okay. Dirty, filthy, nasty, disgusting 20.
Thank goodness.
This-
So you'll take half damage.
Okay.
Calculator.
Mhm.
So
Back-to-back 39s. I don't trust Google Dice. So 39 halved would be 19. Thank you. So 19 necrotic damage on that. Your hit point maximum is reduced
okay.
by 19.
So technically I'm at full health.
There you go.
100%, baby.
Love it when a plan comes together. So
100%,
he's going to burn
baby.
his first legendary action of round 2. End of Runeberg's turn. Phoebe, you are up.
Perfect.
Go ahead.
Okie dokie. So Phoebe kind of shaken off that paralyzation condition, and as she turns around and watches the switch happen, like sees where he slashed, and I'm gonna catch, I guess, Terrainberg in it as well, but just like out of her pocket, she's gonna pull like glitter dust. Like it's basically glitter dust, and throw it in that area.
Glitter bomb.
And I would like to cast Fairy
Fairy
Fire.
Fire. Yeah, you will. Fuck.
Yep.
Fuck you. Well played. Well played.
Would you like to make a dexterity saving?
Sure.
Please read it. Thank you. Everyone read it.
So do I need to do something for Trainberg then or no?
Make a dex save.
But does it do damage?
No, it
Okay.
just it makes him glow.
It's a natural 18.
That saves.
Damn, I should have lowered it.
11, but I don't care if I glow.
Okay.
So. I can literally resummon him
Saves.
and he won't
That's
be.
I
fine.
can't lower it after you roll. I gotta call it before you roll. It sounded worse than
Fairy Fire's
would have
nasty.
been devastating.
Yes. Really fucks the whole thing up.
Devastating.
Okay,
This
so
ended very quickly if Fairy Fire drops on the field.
His outline,
The drama
Who,
continues.
me? Oh, fuck.
objects affected. Okay, so Trainberg glows a little bit now.
Great. Does it matter? Because if he takes 1 damage, he's dead anyway, and
It's
then
fine.
he'll come back.
I think it's
without
just advantage
Yeah.
on you anyways.
Yeah, just gets advantage.
Sure, you don't want to stretch to cast it again.
Poor
Not
dice.
this early.
Alright. Yeah, hang on to it. You're right. There's still ability checks to come.
Let's not get the exhaustion levels before the big
We
bad.
go into this part 2. We're all like fucking exhausted.
I know I asked you about that, but in our trend of being honest, darkness will drop, which is fine by me, but
Okay.
just as an
Oh, because of
FYI.
Fairy Fire?
Yeah,
That's
but,
another
but I
constant
mean, we
spell.
need to be able to
It's
see
both
this guy, so I think it's
It was the
Yeah,
right call.
but I mean, it still failed. Like,
It was the
I
right
was like,
call.
here's a question.
Yeah, but you stopped
Seeing that
darkness
it
to cast it.
failed, could she just not concentrate on Fairy Fire then?
oh yeah, if it fails, then
yeah,
But it succeeded on Runeberg.
it succeeded on
Or-
Runeberg.
but you could just that's
She
that's
drops
a-
darkness
that
to
gets-
cast
yeah.
Fairy Fire.
Yeah,
So
I guess
Or
that's
to,
an
like-
order of operations, like
Yeah.
a Magic the Gathering
that's
thing.
that's
right?
PEMDAS
Yeah,
right
like
there.
what
Have
is
to
the-
drop concentration to cast the concentration spell,
It's the
or
devil's
does your
PEMDAS.
concentration drop once you begin concentrating on the new one? Because she could then choose not to concentrate on the new one.
I would say it drops as soon as she begins
Yeah,
to
Okay.
cast.
I think the
That
rules
makes
are like
sense
you
to me.
can't cast a concentration spell while maintaining concentration on
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that sucks.
It's okay. No, it was a
I
great idea.
I was
Just
gonna say,
bad rolling.
I
It was
don't
like,
know if you
same
wanted
with
to,
Chrissy.
and I'm sorry, I didn't know if you wanted to retcon,
That's an
but I
idea,
think
but-
I think it had to happen. I think that was the smart
Yeah,
choice.
like, okay, so, like,
We're making the right
could
calls.
I...
Fucking
Let's
kid.
kill you before it comes back to your turn.
Not
Can you
kidding.
stretch and cast
Don't-
darkness on the dagger?
No, I was
Don't.
gonna say,
Don't say
like,
fairy fire in the podcast.
is it possible that, like, even though the deck save failed, that we got, like, an outline? It's like he was able to move out of the way.
You
but
know
we
his
just,
general direction.
Like,
he
we
is
saw the
he is-
shape of the thing.
he is in this area right now.
What shape is it? Can we, like, what I'm trying to say
Spherical.
is, like,
So-
did it, like, hit and then fall off?
What's your culture with the Japanese hentai?
Bukaki.
Yes. It's spherical in nature with a lot of phalanges.
Okay, I
For
just
the
wanted...
Phalange.
So, like, just so that everyone
saying
is
that
like,
wrong?
I
Oh,
see what's happening.
Nature.
Phalange is
Phalanges
a
is
finger.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
is it?
No, okay, so is it
Well, I guess fingers
F-I-L or
works.
P-H-L-A-N-G-E-S? Phalanges, and then phallic is
A penis.
penile shaped. Okay.
Either one works.
Whoa, everyone.
Either one works. in this
Tentacle.
scenario.
That's Bill's line.
Put 'em in my mouth.
Is what I was going with.
That's my line.
Whatever.
That's where you
I
Put
don't
it in
have
my
a
mouth.
bonus action, but I
Make a
would...
save then at the end of your turn. Don't forget to do that.
For what?
For the... No, she dropped... She fixed
Lesser
her.
resto.
No. Didn't I hit you with something?
Unless you're doing
Not
another
yet.
I
legend.
didn't hit you
But-
with anything.
You did.
No, I
But
you
it wasn't-
paralyzed me.
Oh,
Lesser
you saved that.
restoration.
That's right.
Then-
That's with the lesser restoration.
You hit
yeah.
me. Do I have to roll?
At
Yes.
your
Yes,
turn.
you have
Your
to roll.
thing.
Yeah.
What is
Okay.
it? Just a D6?
Just
Yeah.
Grimoire go before
Yeah,
Mm.
D6, yeah.
Okay, so you need to wake your ass up.
3, so mine falls.
Grimoire.
I'm
Tell
not
him
worried about
telepathically to wake
Does
his
it-
ass up.
Huh?
Hold on. What did you say? Wait.
Telepathically wake his ass
I
up.
forgot about my app.
Scream in your head as loud as you can.
What was it? What did you roll?
I don't know what we're talking about.
I was
for
screaming
For
though,
the save, the deck save.
because I was on fire.
What did
For
you roll?
you?
Yeah.
For me, natural 18. I can calculate.
Okay. No,
Probably-
it's fine. I
Probably
just
pretty
You
upset.
said it was a save, so I didn't check the modifier.
the staff ups my spell save by 1.
Uh,
So-
20.
Okay, so that wouldn't. But I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah.
I'm trying to do all the things.
No, that's great.
And then I would like to move not into the center of the room, but kind of.
Please.
Please do.
Are
After
there
you.
pillars off to the side?
There's 4 pillars on each side.
And
Okay.
then
And
there's a
a-
set of smaller
Like an
pillars.
arc of pillars, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to skirt up to the pillar in front of me to get closer to Phoebe, but still stay towards the side of the room.
Here.
Yeah,
You want to go to the second pillar? You can probably do both.
that.
You probably have. Yeah, you probably have.
Yeah,
For that.
Which one?
That one, but
Okay.
off to the side a little bit
Here?
more, like
Here?
corner. Yeah,
Here.
far corner. Yeah.
Okay.
Hidden. Hiding.
And
Hidden kitten.
you're good on your save. You don't do that with lesser restoration, so we're good with Phoebe's turn. Well, Raymore.
Yeah.
What did I hit you with? Restrain.
Yeah.
I think your turn is essentially over with restrain. Am I wrong on that?
Well, but he's no longer in the lava. I thought he was restrained by the lava.
No,
No.
he was
No.
restrained and then
Okay.
put into the lava.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell
Um,
ability
what you
lasts.
did.
No, I think you can.
Speed becomes 0.
Yeah, I think you can still do stuff. I think your attacks are at disadvantage.
Restrain's nothing. Grappled is.
Well, no, grapple
No,
to speed
you're right.
is 0.
You're
Restrained
right.
is
Restrained
worse,
is the
but
bad
you
one.
can still do things because that's what Jazz was restrained, and I couldn't break out of it. You can make a strength save.
Attack rolls against you have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So you're right. You still get your turn,
Yeah.
but anything you attack with disadvantage,
And I just can't move.
and you can't physically
Speed
move.
0,
Speed 0.
yeah.
And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Got it. Question.
Mhm.
When I was on fire and burning
Mm-hmm.
and screaming, obviously,
Mm.
could I be screaming in my head to telepathically communicate to the person that was unconscious to try to wake him up?
Holy smokes.
I'm a snake. I have excellent hearing.
Screaming inside your mind as well.
Especially with those human ears.
Yeah, because all you gotta do for
Exactly.
telepathy is think about the person you want to talk to. We're all screaming at Raj in his
I would.
brain.
Yeah.
Was-
Let's go upstairs, stick our head in the snake.
What a nightmare.
and
See what
scream,
happens.
I can bring one down if you want.
Nothing
Yeah.
happens.
Oh, it has been a while since we played with snakes.
No thanks.
Give me an animal handling check.
Yeah, whoa, Jesus Christ. Nick.
Pull one there.
You want to hear people.
Are you sure I can't do it?
You can do it.
Yeah,
I think you
you
need performance
You
or
wanna do it.
persuasion.
Is yours high?
No. He said you could do it.
We'll call it advantage here.
That's pretty good.
Oh, advantage. 18.
Animal handling
Let's see.
and barbarian.
You don't happen to be a snake, do you?
Eyes open up.
You wake up.
Bit of a panic, like just.
Yeah.
Fuck.
There's
Christ.
You still hear the
You
screaming.
fell asleep in
Yeah.
8th period history class.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
There's drool on my
Yes.
book.
How did I drool in 6 seconds?
You were out for literally a second.
Sorry,
But you
Mr.
slept
Manzioni.
so good in those 6 seconds.
Dr. Mans.
Dr.
So
Mans.
does he regain hit points because he rested?
Do I get all my spells
Short
back?
rest, you can use your dice.
Disadvantage.
Alright, so no movement. I have an action. I will use my bonus action to take some potion for health, and essentially that's all I can do because that's
What,
within.
in your
Because I'm right there, which is how far away from the eye?
you're 20. What did we say? 20 feet.
Yeah, we're 20 feet up.
Oh,
below.
that would have been 20 feet. Is that what we
Yeah.
said earlier?
Yeah.
So you're 30. Let's call it 30 feet
From the eye.
from the eye.
Oh,
I think just about.
Then I will go ahead and use my action and throw my axe at the eye with the chain of returning.
Did you take your health healing potion
I was gonna use a bonus action for that one.
for healing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was gonna do the attack first.
Let's do the
since
attack first.
Since I could do that.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. 14 plus 10, so 24.
24 hits.
Oh, I have disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Not 20. 15.
Just misses on the eye. AC 16 on the eye.
Alright. And then bonus action potion.
No effect.
You shut
Excuse
up.
me?
The eye is open.
Good thing I was
You're
making
standing
it
right there.
2d4. I didn't take all of it at once, like someone tried to make me
Hey,
do.
just like
Listen
listen.
here.
It was just-
Listen
It
here.
was just the one. Because look, I have it written down.
I
That's
was
3.
not suggesting that to happen. You think I can see that far into the future?
That's it. So do I roll to try to save the restraint?
Yes.
My turn over,
Is that a con? Let me see.
High strength.
which is not proficient.
Strength saving. Thank you.
Yeah, we were lamenting that you weren't proficient. Because you're some weird ass class that should just be a fighter. Sorry.
11 does not succeed.
Still restrained. All right. Next.
Oh, you get
But
a
wait,
+3 for being next to me for saving
and
throws.
then hold on.
It's a
But
14.
before that, is the eye the one that did, or is it all attacks?
I don't
Or is
know
it
which
just attacks against the creature that for disadvantage, or is it all attacks?
No, it'd be somebody who's attacking you would have advantage.
And then
And
anybody
you
In
have
melee.
disadvantage when you attack.
That's what. Okay.
In melee
Said
specifically.
+3, so it's 14.
DC still 23.
Okay.
Actually, if you're on the ground, then ranged attacks would have disadvantage.
I feel proud.
So done with
I can't
Greymore's
do
turn.
it.
I'm gonna use another legendary action because we're getting toward the bottom of the round. We're moving relatively quick here.
It's your last one for the round, yeah?
No, I've got one more.
It's probably the last one.
It could be, but it's not. It's an 8.
Don't do that.
Fucking me. Raj, as you begin to twitch and like in the panic, like start to try to get yourself up, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw,
+3.
please. Don't make me do it.
Wait. He's got a +3?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you get a 23.
This would be a spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to counterspell it.
Hold on. Wait, let me roll first before you do that.
He has to counterspell first.
I don't have to. You just generally allow me.
Well,
to,
now that we're here.
but I'm gonna counterspell
Now
it
that we're here.
regardless. So
Yeah.
you're not
So,
gonna hit a 23. What's your modifier? 5.
23.
6, and I have advantage.
Oh, advantage
With-
6 plus.
so we need an
plus
18. 17 or higher.
So he gets a +3 from her too.
Yeah.
So just a
So
plus.
9.
So you, oh,
Nine.
So you need a
11.
No,
Pizza,
he needs
pizza.
a- he needs a
14.
14.
14 or higher.
With
Come on,
advantage.
baby.
Come on,
14
dude.
or higher.
18.
Yes.
You begin to feel
That's
your.
first roll.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
we'll
one.
stick with that one.
Nice.
Raj, you begin to feel and see your skin turn to stone.
Okay.
And you crack it off before it takes form.
You flex.
You were about to be
Oh.
petrified.
Bark skin. Oh, wait, no, okay.
That would have been the end of your campaign. So next up, that was legendary action. It'll be Grandma, you just went, Raj, you're up.
What a cruel way to go while wearing a Medusa shirt.
Oh my god.
Raj is gonna stand up, kind of like clean the rest of the stone off, kind of whatever area was starting to turn, and he's gonna cast Fog Cloud again on the eye.
Okay, good. Because you're behind Blood Wall, still concentrated. Blood Wall's not concentration.
No.
Still up. Yeah, you just peek to the side, kind of cast it, and it takes effect.
Sick. I am
Clutch
then.
Blood Wall.
Blood Wall's very clutch here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no darkness keeping him. Yeah.
I can do one more.
And I'm gonna use my movement to move.
So just so we're on the same page, we clarified that the cloud is going to be
The
around
platform.
this area.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blocking the eye's vision.
You can use tortilla chips to represent the cloud.
Just put hot sauce around it.
Oh no.
Ruin the map.
It's a beautiful map. We're just dumping
You
hot
can put
sauce
hot sauce
on
in the lava though, because that would be a
Smart.
And give me a.
Anyone who has to go in the lava next has to do a extremely
passive
rare.
experiment.
Hilarious.
Excuse me?
Well, someone is still restrained, and it's about to be my turn, so I might move them back in.
Very good. For chat. Yeah, they can see now. Good. That's
Hilarious.
Well, I guess
fine.
it would block the eye, right?
Yeah.
So.
Even if he can't see past it. So
Wonderful.
that's your action.
That's my action,
Mhm.
my movements.
You got any bonus actions?
Go for it.
Nope.
No, go for it.
Nope.
I'm good.
What'd you say?
Bonus actions.
That's not what you said.
That's
Yeah,
not
I did.
Not what
Matthew,
you
what did I
said.
say?
Bonus action.
Thank you.
No, it's not what he said. The editing.
I see.
You
You're
see
trying to
what-
make us look like we have the dirty minds.
Are you
I
gaslighting
see.
me right here?
While we're recording, we'll edit it in post.
Of course we will. Someone's gonna get you promoted.
Hopefully.
Raj is gonna cast Ray of Frost at the lava. See if it does anything.
Okay.
As my bonus action.
You can technically attack the invisible thing if you want. It's just a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's very frosted.
Assume it's in the same spot.
Somewhere in this
Yeah, I mean,
area
you don't
still.
know where it is, but
Yeah.
that's why it's a
Has
disadvantage.
another turn, yeah.
Invisibility is really forgiving in 5e. You can just be like,
It's
is he
just
there?
disadvantage.
Yeah, is he there? Like you can't see him.
Is he
Like,
within
well, I'm
30
attacking
feet?
him, and you're like, okay.
Son of a.
You
Yeah.
just
You don't have to pick a
pinata
direction.
swing,
Just
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stick with that. I'm just gonna see if I can just kind of cool the top of the
Lava.
lava.
Cool, fiery
Cool.
mountain heart. Good roll, right?
Yeah. It's a
Plus that, yeah.
22 to hit.
hits.
That's what,
I don't know.
3d8?
It's
D10?
It's only 1d8 with a.
No. Ray of Frost doesn't level up.
Oh, is it
Yeah, it's a
cantrip?
cantrip.
It'll
so
level
yeah,
up.
38.
It's 3, 5, and 11, and 17?
Yep.
16? Doesn't matter.
17, I think.
So what was the numbers you were just saying?
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
There's 3 dice rolls you roll.
19.
Yeah.
Cold damage.
Nice.
19. Because of that, I'll allow there to be.
I'm on it.
No. Okay.
No, he's like, did it die?
Oh
my god.
I'll see that there's a new for. Roll me a d4.
How many spaces?
4.
4. For 4 turns or 4 rounds, there's a new bridge right here made of ice that is slowly starting to melt, but it's an easier access point than going around that way.
Cool. You got more Legos?
Okay.
I got tons of Legos, man. They're
Yeah,
all over here.
I'll
Okay,
build it.
Get some blue ones.
I'll build it. I'm done.
He did it just so he could
He's
build the
like,
Legos.
He's like, Lego City, baby.
Okay.
We've lost Chris. Now he's only playing to modify terrain.
Yeah,
and
he
You
just
failed
wants to
your
make
save, right?
those.
Yeah.
He doesn't follow any
Yeah.
objectives.
Okay. So bonus action, you're gonna use telekinetic ray
Kinda action?
to bonus action.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Bonus
sorry.
action. To move Greymore back into the lava.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah. Since he has not dropped that, and nobody has.
It's not, and it's not a
I'm gonna
spell save,
counterspell
right?
it.
Sure. I'll let it happen.
No, but it is a spell save. It is a spell save?
For you.
It
Yeah,
was?
you did
Okay.
one, right?
Yeah, I didn't know it was a spell save. I thought it was just restrained because I have advantage.
No,
against
you're-
Well, the
spells.
spell imposed
The telekinetic ray is what's hit you,
Okay.
and yeah, you need to make a save. That save is to break the spell.
It's tough.
Is that a nat one?
It sure is.
This laser pointer is so obnoxious. Is
Is that
that
what that is?
is that a nat one? Okay. So it's gonna move you back into there. That's
Sorry, Grandma.
20d10
I tried.
damage.
It's probably 10
I thought you
still.
said it was 10.
I mean, it's iced
Now you're
up right
fully
now,
in.
so
Oh my god, hilarious.
you gotta figure
Let's
that
use
reduces
the-
some
I'm
of
just
it.
He's
I'd like
gonna
to
move to
move
the
this
side.
guy.
Hilarious.
Where do you want me to put him?
Little scoot, scoot.
Sorry,
You
Grandma.
can, you can you can go ahead and just do this part right here, and he's.
Oh no.
Just move him out of the bridge.
What?
Oh no.
123 points of damage.
What? Whoa, whoa.
He's drowning in the
Is he
lava.
unconscious?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys better figure it out. Not good.
God damn it.
We're gonna
Almost.
stop there for lunch,
Holy
right?
shit.
Oh,
Chrissy's still working on it, but yeah. it's-
lunch 25 minutes, 20 minutes.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, we got time to kill.
Alright,
So
alright, guys, let's fucking.
one
We gotta
Bad
fix this.
choice of words, man.
now I'm gonna use my turn. That was just the bonus action to move the telekinetic ray. Holy smokes! There it is. That's what we're waiting for.
That's what we played
Okay,
for.
we did it, and now we're done, right? Like, I did it, and we survived.
Oh no, we're just
Damn
getting
it.
started. So who's this?
That's the gray man's.
No, that's
Terrainbird.
Terrainbird,
Terrainbird.
sorry.
Just lashing out. It'll look to just bite down real quick.
Great.
You're fairy fired, so you have advantage.
Yeah. I know.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
It does have
Phoebe.
advantage. Well, that's not one.
Okay.
9 plus. I think it's 9.
Oh. Oh.
9 plus 10. 19.
Let me check because he doesn't have the same AC as me. Because I was just like, that misses, but then I realized, wait a minute, he doesn't have the same AC. 14 plus my proficiency, 19.
Plus?
That's it.
Oh, it's a 19 hit.
19.
Yeah, okay. Poofs.
Yeah.
Right? 1 HP.
Yes.
Yeah,
1
okay.
HP.
So he's gone. And then who's next to him?
Galley.
And there's nothing covering you.
I mean, there's a pillar. He can see me. I'm not fully concealed. I didn't make a
So-
stealth check.
Gonna shift
Death ward.
over.
Sorry.
There it is.
I'm so sorry.
You wait-
Deathward screaming.
Yeah, you
in
come
the
back to
lava.
life in a
Death Ward!
massive pain.
Ah!
You wish the death ward wasn't there.
Let's go ahead and use our bite on Galileo. That is not going to be good. That's a 17.
It does not.
Second or third attack. Even worse. So the 3 attacks are going to miss. You've used your reaction. It's going to do the same thing. Push off of you, and it's going to cast.
What the fuck is this?
Okay.
What is this ability? On your turn, when you feel like being a
You
cunt.
can't be frightened. So
Yeah.
No
Okay.
offense.
Hit me with the fear ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
look, we got to make some modifications because I'm playing 6 of you.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not
I like it.
your
I like
traditional.
it. I like
I
it.
have a question.
Yep, so,
That's
by the way, end of my turn, Galileo, you're up.
It's Bill being mad. I think it's masterfully
Is there
done.
the fog cloud is in front of the eye?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't see.
So, but whatever is moving
do I
Greymoor
roll?
around
So 15
is
rounded down.
not
so it's
the
a
eye.
7.
Presumably.
So I need
That
to
is
Yeah,
the-
good.
Or doesn't need to see with the
DC
eye.
17
Oh, yeah, yeah.
to
Okay.
use
One of the.
self-pressure.
It at least doesn't need the eye to see. That's for sure. But we have established that there is something here right next to me. So.
Okay.
Which is taking damage for a brief moment.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
I striked it.
He done struck it.
So then that's what we're going to do.
Galileo, Sylvia on deck.
Dang, I feel
New
see
legendary
that.
actions.
I'm thinking of spells that, and they're all like, one creature you can see. I'm like, fuck. Can we get this fairy
Do you
fire
want to
going?
hold your action maybe and let Sylvie go first?
Yeah, if I do that, he's just gonna fucking. He's gonna ray me on the legendary act. His TV's right out.
No,
You're right after
I'm
me.
right after
How many
you.
feet do I have to be in for +3 to save?
Okay.
I'll do my best, but I mean that's an option.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
How many feet?
Oh
would
no,
it
I
be
think I don't
within
know.
for
I feel like they're smart.
time?
Man, what the hell? I'm really smart. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm out of. I guess there's fog cloud on the thing, so I'm gonna hold a spell for
Until you can.
until I can see this creature that is attacking me.
All I ask you to do is write down whatever spell you're holding.
Oh,
You can
I'll
text it
text
to
it to
someone.
you.
Yep.
I'll
No, you
text-
don't have to text me.
Okay.
Just so I don't meta.
Man, you started your
So-
turn.
I did.
Give me my
Your wound.
Veritas.
Is that what save is that?
Let me get your
Got it.
wound.
I can't forget that one.
It's a save on my
That's a
side.
good
right?
one.
Yeah, you're gonna take the damage, and then you're gonna con save to see if you get out of it.
The con is not
for
looking
the
good.
next.
Do I have advantage on spells or something?
It's not a spell.
No, just in general. Oh, you're
That's
right. Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's fair though.
That's not a spell. Do I have advantage on anything?
You're gonna take
Oh, I
3
can
necrotic
legendary
damage.
resistance. 3 necrotic. Yeah,
At the
and
beginning of your turn, and then DC 15 con save.
oh wait, the con is it's decent, so I'll just say it. 17
So you remove that 1 wound.
Okay.
Yep.
plus 9. Okay. But 3 damage still.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so if he's holding his, do you want to do any movement or anything, or are you gonna hang out where you are?
I need to be able to see it, so I don't know exactly where it is. I know there's fog on the eye, so I might try to lure it out a little bit by coming around here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works fine for me.
I want to be where I don't. I want to be where I think I'll be able to see it.
And just for flavor, it lashes out at the wall as you curve around,
So
so
like,
you know
like
it's
the
somewhere
bricks
behind
get
you.
launched.
Yeah.
So I know it's like somewhere
Yep.
here, somewhere where I can see. Yeah.
I'm gonna
keep...
throw out something that may or may not help you see it.
Okay, do it.
I'm just saying. Look, when the time
Legendary action? No, sorry.
Legendary action. I would like. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, that's gonna be. So that's my action. That's my movement. I don't think I need to bonus action another potion right now, so I'm chilling.
Sylvie, and then Remerg on deck.
All right, Sylvia's gonna go ahead, and I'm going to. Am I hidden behind this blood wall for any reason?
You're on the opposite side of it.
I mean,
Correct.
it's a normal wall. So
Yes.
Okay. So then, because I did my stealth when I was back there.
I had you at 28.
Yes. So I'm going to take my short bow out. I'm going to lean around, and I'd like to try to take a shot at this creature with my short bow.
I'm leaning the other way so she doesn't hit you.
No, it's fine
she's a good
because I'm
shot.
going to go
Okay.
over, and I want it. Honestly, if I could be within 10 feet of Phoebe when I make the shot, that
Oh,
would be
okay.
best.
Good call.
She's
So
a
I'd
good
like
shot.
to come from a hidden position, take my short bow out, and from
dive towards.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna try to take a shot.
Mhm.
Will my hide basically give me advantage?
Straight shot.
So it's a straight shot.
I'll allow it because when he turned the corner, it bit down at the wall, and you saw some of the pillar kind of explode.
Beautiful. So I'm gonna aim that way.
Mhm.
Oh please.
Let's go.
It's a 20 to hit.
20 just hits.
Yay!
AC's 20.
Okay, so
First hit,
with
second
my
hit.
short bow, I'm going to turn it into a flare, which is one charge of my bow.
Cool.
The arrow transforms into a brilliant flame mid-air, which sheds bright light in a 60-foot radius and a dim light an additional 60 feet. On a hit, it deals fire damage instead of its normal type, and it continues to burn until the start of your next turn.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping it burning will give us a target to aim for. That's my goal. So
Yeah, just for flavor, I'll say that the arrow sticks in and it is lit on fire, so you can all see where the arrow is on fire, but its whole body's not on fire.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you get
sure,
the straight
You
straight
get the
roll.
message. Yeah.
Yep.
that's perfect. Okay, great.
Fire
So
damage.
We
I got
know
nothing.
where that bitch is now.
Yep.
Okay, short
Okay.
bow, so it's a D8 plus 5.
Get in the
So 9 points of fire damage
Yep.
on that. Do I have sneak attack because
You do.
Galileo is within? I was hidden, but I technically it's a straight shot, so it wasn't a disadvantage.
But you have an ally that's nearby, so that.
Yep, ally nearby, exactly. I just can't have disadvantage on the shot, which I didn't. So 10 plus 9, 19 extra points of fire damage on that. That's my first attack.
Mhm.
Then I'm going to go ahead and pull out my dagger, Loyalty, and I'm going to fling it right for the same shot that I just
Hell yeah.
had.
Double tap.
I don't imagine I get advantage more than one. I know where it is now, so
You
no
don't get
disadvantage
sneak
on
attack?
that. I don't get sneak attack again,
It's
but
just a straight roll.
straight roll
And
again?
No more
Yeah.
disadvantage on attacking it because you guys know where it's at.
okay, great. That's a 27 to hit, so
Okay.
that will hit. And so that is going to be 6 plus 5, so 9 points of piercing damage on that.
Hell yeah.
And the only thing special on that one for me is that I now know where it is. It is branded.
Okay.
All right, let me introduce to you
Yay!
the failed print, but Matthew this morning was up early working.
Working hard.
Built a beautiful Lego of our beholder
You're the greatest.
friend.
oh my
Yes.
god, it looks so
Oh
good.
my god, I
He's-
love
Can you
it!
put him right in front of the pillar?
I
I wonder why the
Like
leg
this?
is around.
I love it.
Let me get a picture of that.
Okay, so almost done, guys.
We are professional D&D players.
So those are my 2 attacks.
Smile,
but-
man's and land.
When you hit a creature with this dagger, you can expend one of the weapon's charges to mark it for death. You sense the general direction of the marked creature's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet of you. Blah, blah, blah. If it's within 60 feet of you, you can use a bonus action to teleport to a random, unoccupied space within 5 feet of the creature and immediately make an attack again using the dagger. Attack rolls with advantage.
Wait, so you're gonna do that and make an attack?
Yeah, so I'll go...
Before she does that, since the flare hit, can I trigger my spell?
Yep.
So
Chris will attest to Psychic Lance, so I need to make an intelligence save.
I believe Chris.
Chris was like,
It was
you
actually
said firebolt.
It was actually just light.
Yep.
Press the
man.
invitation.
Light would have been a great spell to put on it. You fucking emits light. You gotta touch it though.
19 plus 3, 22.
Fail.
Really?
My DC is hella high.
Alright.
Hell yeah. Do it. Roll that damage.
Roll that beautiful beam
I'm
footage,
gonna
baby.
do
It
this.
does it do something else too?
Yeah, it's gonna be 22 psychic damage.
Great.
Okay, 76. On a.
I'm gonna resist.
Are you?
Yep.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, because the failure is incapacitation for a turn, so I wanted you to have it like
I appreciate
auto
it.
crit on your hit.
I
but
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Burn that resistance.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm gonna teleport. Wow, that was a wild ride.
That was a wild ride. I was like, 18? No.
I know, 18 to 4, so it ended up being a 17, so I think I'm unfortunately gonna miss.
Just misses, yeah.
Okay. So I will teleport kind of, now that I see it, I'd like to flank, so I'd like to be like right between Phoebe and that, so I'm within 15 feet of Phoebe. That's primo. Alright, that's my action, my bonus action, I'm not moving.
Okay, we're in a little bit of a panic here. We're gonna go to legendary action. First
anything you want to do before I kill you?
Oh, also, don't forget, we gotta get Gray Man out of the hole.
Speaking of,
Someone's gotta pull him out.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, he is dying. Sylvie, as you, let's go for you.
I was like, we can't let this fucking bitch keep hitting us, though. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That was perfect.
Who goes after you? Rubenberg? RB? Lavaberg?
Strength saving throw.
Me?
Magnaberg? Wait, do you want to auto pass it?
Yeah. Well,
What was that?
Okay,
save it. Save it.
What was
Save
it?
it, save it, save it.
you're right.
I
Just
failed.
practicing. Good practice.
Hey,
I
look it
failed.
out. You failed.
I'll be
I
better.
You are restrained,
Okay, great.
and I can move you 30 feet.
You probably can't do it 2 people at the same time, though.
No.
I'm willing to bet.
Concentrate.
I'm willing to bet he drops it on the other guy.
You drop it on Sylvie because I'm already in the lava.
5,
It's worth thinking about it.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get her right up there. Obviously not in the lava, but we are moving you rapidly. Put her front to the
Right, further away.
right there. Perfect. Yeah, very quickly, just like, just.
You just like a
Joke's
poltergeist.
on you, motherfucker. I still have you branded.
Like poltergeisted, where you just get like launched away.
Yeah.
Whee.
Oh, that's
Is
good.
willing to take attacks on you, or willing to get attacked, but is like, you need to go into the lava. You can attack me from the lava, please. So that's its first legendary action. Next up, remember.
Great. Can I get a distance?
I
I need a distance for me to...
5, 10, 20,
Yeah.
25, 30.
It's
About 45 feet. 40 feet.
So I need to move in about 10, 15 feet. As my
I forgot
movement.
each section's 5.
And then bonus action, I'm going to raise Terrainberg,
What do you?
flank. So move me towards the beholder about 15 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going
I
to
think it's a
bonus
little
action.
further than that, because each
Definitely
4
further.
squares
Yeah, it's
is
4
5
squares
feet.
is 5 feet. Not
Yeah,
that count.
yeah.
Bonus action, raise Terrainberg where Sylvie was, basically. So flanking.
Okay.
Yep.
Like,
And now he has advantage on his attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. All 4 coming at you.
Let's go. If I live through this, I'm fucking hitting you.
You're going to the lava.
Yeah, you did.
Straight to jail.
Nat 20 on 1.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Nat 20 on 2.
Let's go for 3. Come on.
17
Oh.
plus
Nope.
12,
Third
29.
nat 20 is
It's,
coming.
yeah.
The third nat 20.
Oh.
19
Okay.
plus 12.
Nope.
Oh!
Nat 20. Fucking third nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
Three.
Let's get the
manifest that
let's get the
shit.
19 out of the way
Let's
first.
get
Get
the
the regular
19.
damage first.
And then just roll the other ones and double.
Well, I'm sorry.
That was
17 plus 12 is 29. But let's
Or-
get that one out of the way first.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
13 points of magical slashing damage.
Yep.
Okay. And then
You guys hungry?
Yeah.
25,
I gotta pee, but it's too good. I'm gonna leave.
16,
I'm just inputting this as you say it.
17.
And those were all doubled.
No.
Well, that's with the. I just rolled it with advantage on here,
That's
so
the
it just
one.
rolls 2 dice.
Yeah.
It's fine.
As long as you know what you're doing.
19, 16, and 17. All slashing damage. Get a wound.
Legendary action. What
Hey, nailed it.
Do you have
Did
anything
you
else?
double your die for your crit hits?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
Oh,
just
okay.
rolls 2 of them. Instead
Oh, I
of,
didn't-
like,
that's what I
yeah.
was- yeah.
The app will just roll 2 of
Got
them
it.
instead.
That's what
Anything else for you?
I still have
A little bit of movement.
a little bit of movement, so I'm just gonna move Runeberg over by Raj.
Move him away
He's-
from the lava.
Hurt. Bloodied.
Bloodied.
As the kids say. Legendary action, if you don't mind. See if we can shunt you across.
Into the lava.
Please.
Straight to jail.
Need a 6 on this. It is an 8.
Who's
Con
after?
saving throw.
Who's after Berg?
On Runeberg?
You.
Okay.
No,
I don't
no,
You-
Phoebe is.
Phoebes.
Yeah, Phoebe.
Okay. PB.
We are in panic
Thank you.
mode. That was the second legendary action.
Thank
23.
Just
So it kinda
succeeds.
makes Grey
Again,
Horse lava.
you witness as your body turns to stone and you break through it.
My body's already stoned, bitch.
Yeah.
I was born as this.
I
Rock hard. All the
Always,
time.
always be hard.
Nice.
Remember when you were asking for commercials?
That's it.
This is a Viagra commercial. Always be hard.
Always be hard.
Runeberg, just with the pills.
This
Oh,
campaign finale is brought to you by Blue Chew.
Yeah, whatever.
If you experience an erection
Life-
lasting more than 5 hours, please consult your doctor.
Please
we have
call me.
2
That sounds
available.
awesome.
Yeah.
No.
End of Runeberg's turn. Phoebe,
PB.
Okay.
come on, Phoebe. It's bloodied.
I don't. Okay, that's great news, and I love that for everybody involved. But Greymore is drowning in lava.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yes.
I don't think. It's a him problem.
We have a cleric. It's all right.
I know.
Yeah,
God, that's a him problem.
We do have 2 clerics
We have 2 clerics now.
and a paladin who's neither of us
It's
over
fine.
here. We're like, sorry,
So-
buddy. We gotta fucking
Like,
kill this
I
thing
want to
first.
save my own hands. I'm sorry.
Clarification.
No.
I'm just gonna do it, and we're gonna see what the fuck happens.
Do it.
So, Phoebe kind of like pokes around and like sees that like Sylvie has been moved in a direction that she does not want to go, and Greymore is limp in the lava, I assume. And she's just going to like you hear like a little eagle screech, and then from nowhere 2 giant eagles are going to appear in the space. And it says to roll the initiative for them, but as far as I know, we've been just doing them after
Just
like
doing
on
your
my
turn.
initiative.
Yeah.
Perfect. So so that's my action is to conjure the 2 giant eagles around them. And then
Do you see why Mads had to die?
no. Anybody?
I don't like druids.
I stopped conjuring stuff
Bye.
too. Like, I stopped conjuring things a long time ago.
So I
That was me.
It was the other one's fault.
yeah,
But I guess I'll take the blame.
it's fine.
This time,
All druids
4
are the
years
same.
ago, was
You-
a
you
T-Rex
know.
shot.
And
I also just want to think it's funny that like a giant eagle's like walking speed is 10 feet,
That
but
makes sense.
it's flying.
You ever seen an
They
eagle
just
walk?
like they hop.
Yeah.
Like I just think that's funny. For my bonus action, so I cast that spell. I can't do anything on my bonus action, so I'm going to command the giant eagles. One of them is just going to hold Sylvie, to like keep her from being pulled farther, and like just like pull you strafe off to the side. So we're going to go.
Put it behind the wall. The wall's great.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna just behind the blood wall. Feels good.
Ew.
Feels
Sylvie.
right.
Sylvie.
And like same thing for Greymore. Like the eagle
Nope,
is
nope.
going to
I don't
reach
want to
into
be
the
on
lava,
that side of the beholder. I want to be
grab
behind the
Greymore,
wall from the
and
beholder.
leave.
Yep.
That's
But
what
they
I'm
can't
doing.
see us.
I would like for Greymore to be out of lava and for Sylvie to be somewhere safe.
Man, who needs 3D printing when you got models like that? That's fucking beautiful.
That's dope.
That's a really good beholder, and explains why the Legos are out.
Mm-hmm.
Legos, a napkin. I mean, we're crushing it.
I'm killing it, guys. We're killing it.
High production
anything else for you?
value, team.
I gotta burn another legendary
It's
action
beautiful. It's beautiful.
before my turn comes up. Raj, you're up next. Let's go with legendary action first.
I'm close to you, which is good.
2. Okay. I got a few next to me. Galileo to my left. Terrainberg to my right. In front of me to the left.
Terrainberg's probably an immediate threat, given that he just did so much damage.
He did.
He just watched Terrainberg pop with 1 HP earlier, so he kind of knows what Terrainberg's about. Oh, who's this one?
That's the bird.
That's
Runeberg.
the source of
Runeberg.
TB.
The source.
Just try to hit you with petrified. He's still pissed. He's probably gonna aim for you.
Go for it.
That's gonna be another con saving throw.
Great.
Oh my god.
It's not that one. Or is it? You
You
watch him turn to
You're
stone.
within 10
Okay.
feet
That's
of me?
that's a good thing.
You look like you're within 10 feet of me.
damage.
10 feet of me?
I mean, I'm
That's
23
magical,
without
so you should
whatever
be
bonus
able
you got.
23
Great.
succeeds again.
So,
So instead of stone this time, you feel paralysis begin to take over, and you push out of it. That's its third legendary action of this round. Raj, you're up, and then it's up. It is hurt.
while Raj is considering clarification, if I'm petrified, but I use my bonus, can I use a bonus action petrified?
Petrified, you're dead.
They can't do anything?
Petrified
Okay.
usually takes 2 turns, although I don't know how this.
Oh, you're talking about the spell of it?
Well, I was going to say, like, can I swap places with Terrainberg and not be petrified and have him be petrified? Like,
Oh,
next
like
turn?
the internal of it?
Yeah, my, like,
We would probably figure that out, and I'd
Okay.
probably say
no.
no.
I'd probably say no.
Don't like it?
But it takes 2 turns for what you're talking about.
Go
It's
ahead,
2
guys.
failed con saves, right?
Greymore is unconscious.
But he is no longer in the lava.
He's
and
not unconscious.
being-
He should have 1.
He has 1. He's on
He was
Yeah.
lifted off the lava, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is being tenderly
at
held
1
in
HP.
the arms of a giant eagle.
Yeah, you're not unconscious, right?
Why? I thought I
You
was.
got
Death
Death
Ward,
Ward
1 HP.
popped.
Oh, I thought Death Ward had to wait till my turn.
No.
No,
Oh.
Death
It's
Ward's
when he-
instant.
when it
It's
hits.
instantaneous.
So you would have had 1 HP. She lifted you before your turn. So actually you have 1 HP.
Yeah.
You're restrained, though.
Still.
Still, yeah.
And you're... If there was mega disadvantage, you would have it because you've got an eagle carrying you now.
Ultra mega.
So sorry, before Raj, Greymore.
Was that where Greymore is with the eagle?
Yeah, you're...
No, Raj goes first, doesn't he?
No, Greymore than Raj. I assume the Greymore's unconscious. That's
Is he
on me.
in the air?
Okay.
I'm in the air.
Probably just...
No, I like put them behind the wall. I
Okay.
did not
Okay.
want them to be held. Like
Yeah.
I just wanted
Am
to
I
move
30 feet
them.
within the beholder?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can see part of him.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my axe at him.
Yeah.
1 arm. Disadvantage. Go ahead.
Oh my god, let this be the thing that
Make
kills
it
him.
bleed,
Oh my
absorb
God.
that blood, buddy.
No, it doesn't have 19.
19 just misses.
Can I give him
Guidance?
+3 with
I know.
enhance ability?
I wish.
No, that's ability checks. It wouldn't help you.
No.
So, end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Raj, you're up. Just fucking hits the pillar right next to him.
Fuck you,
Ding.
bitch.
I get it back.
What are we doing? Healing potions as bonus or?
You're not doing healing potions.
Bonus for yourself,
No, the
action for
eyes.
someone else.
I can't see.
Yeah, you can bonus action heal yourself.
Hopefully the
Mm.
I don't think we'll see.
It's been pretty. That's been pretty true. So in all instances so far.
I couldn't remember if the fog cloud was up when you
Dude,
tried.
fucking fog cloud. OP spell.
Flog cloud.
Nerf.
Fog cloud.
Even
Frog,
better.
frog cloud.
It's
You
kinda
remember that
like
joke I
fog
told you about
cloud.
gaslighting, right?
Damn.
Raj, it is bloodied.
No.
Yep. Okay.
What would you like to do?
I am going to use magic missile.
Bitch.
So you'll see kind of
Son of
Raj
a
raise up his he'll have his
Oh,
staff,
that
but
guy.
his staff will dip forward, and you'll see this starlight bangle, and you'll see just 3 ravens kind of shoot out at it towards this creature. I'm gonna look it up. Sorry,
Magic missile, I don't believe can miss, right?
I don't think so.
So
This
What's
was
the
shield.
shield?
It's 1d4 plus 1 per missile, I believe.
Yep.
1d4 plus what?
1.
So it'll be 3 plus whatever you roll.
Or, yeah, if it's.
1d4 plus 1.
Per missile.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's 3. 9 points of
Force.
force.
9.
Plus 3, or is that including the plus
That's
one?
including.
Okay.
Including.
Still up. Still bloodied. As Cal did in the previous fight, it spits out blood.
Excellent. Excellent.
Hurt.
Too soon.
Hurt.
Yeah, too soon. Cal reference.
Trying to.
Rile the boy.
Because it turns up next.
Yeah. Sorry, my thing just fucking blew up.
You're good. Because it's going to try to take someone with him.
Of course.
Who is not making it to the finale?
Who's gonna have to sit here?
The Beholder.
One of these things. Yeah.
So I'll extend it. I get 7 charges from this bangle. So I did 3 for the.
You're just gonna cast it at a higher level. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I could just do it. I get an extra. 1 more charge, I get an extra. So it would be 1 for the 3, and then for another charge, I can do increase the spell level by an additional missile.
Where's my charge? How many charges
Yeah,
are you gonna
I
use?
get 7, so I'm gonna do 3 more.
So you get 3 more missiles.
Yep.
Nice. I can't see your rollies.
So that's 16 points of damage.
You rolled a lot better.
I did a lot better.
Very bloodied.
All 4s.
Very bloodied.
All right. And then how far am I from this thing?
30 feet ish. 35 maybe.
Where's Raj at?
He's behind
There.
the berg.
And then for a
We're gonna return to Sender here in a second.
Return to lava.
I'm gonna
Fire
turn to
shot
him, and with
reference?
the successive Ray of Frost, he's gonna cast Ray of Frost cantrip at him.
Fuck yeah.
Range spell attack.
It's a strength saving throw, right?
14 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Fuck. That's okay.
Yes.
Conserve, Raj. Conserve.
Bollocks.
You're good.
13
You doing your save?
Yeah. 5, 18
Plus
3.
three. Fuck.
21.
23 is the DC. So you're still restrained.
Yeah.
You're still restrained. Are you still restrained?
Yeah.
I am neither petrified nor.
I forgot I was restrained, but I am. It's not gonna
And
stop.
You looked at me like I was crazy for a
slowed too,
second.
I forgot about that.
I was taken aback. I was like, excuse me? And I was like, oh wait, I am.
Bonus action. Sylvie.
That's me.
In the lava.
Okay, great.
Can we do like a contested
Oh,
strength
because
check?
the eagle's
Against
still
the
holding
eagle?
on.
Didn't you drop them
No,
No.
the
onto
eagle's
the ground?
No, the eagle.
holding,
She
like
said.
still holding, but like
Yeah.
holding them on the ground. Like I wanted them to be held.
I remember both
In
being
place.
said. She
You
did.
voted.
She did
She
say.
did say
She
that she
doesn't
put them
want
down
us
Let's do
to-
it.
no,
Let's
she
do it.
said
She
she
doesn't
put them
want
behind the wall.
flying- She wants
Yeah.
us behind the wall, not flying, so
But
our
still
shields
held.
around. But the
Held.
eagle's
She
job
did
is
say
to
that she
prevent
wanted
us.
to hold though.
The
At
eagle's
least.
job is to prevent us from
Yeah.
going into the
Yeah,
lava.
that was the whole reason
I
I.
don't know how
Contested,
good strength
strength
is going to
for
be on the
whatever
eagle,
you're-
but
for the
hey, it's a
eagle.
roll.
It's better than the
You
nothing
never
we
know.
get.
It's better than the.
It's either they go in the lava for sure,
Here we go.
or they might not go in the lava.
Even if it's 5%, I'll take it.
Even if the eagle takes the hit for me.
Skirt. Skibbity.
Skibbity.
10. Completely average.
Oh yeah, you lost.
That's okay. I tried.
That's okay, I
Not
appreciate
even.
it. Again, better than the no
Do you
roll.
move both of them now?
Natural 20.
Yeah.
You got the D-dub, it's okay.
I was only going to move one.
Natural 20.
He's like, now I'm gonna move both because I rolled a natural 20.
Not bad. 106, so almost
Great.
to the average.
I have resistance to fire for being a tiefling,
Hey.
so I'll take 53.
Fuck yeah, we do.
A nice
Can you
little...
put her on this side? So
Far side.
53 points of damage. A little sauna for you.
Yeah,
Can I,
it's
can I use
just-
my
it's
reaction
like
to
my
cast
normal
Feather Fall
shower
so she
water.
doesn't fall and she's just going slowly?
She's being
It
pushed.
can physically,
Still being
it's physically
held,
pushing her.
She's
yeah.
dunking.
Okay.
The eagle.
That's fine. Do it.
How much damage does eagle, or HP does the eagle have?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna dunk her.
That's fine.
Dunkaroo.
53. Is it eagle?
26.
Eagle poofs.
Yeah, that's okay.
Unless you want to physically drop it.
I don't
Which
want
I don't know if you actually can.
No.
Not your turn, but
I simply invited the eagles here. I can't send them away.
How do you want to do this?
Exploded my eagle.
So this is how I want to go.
Uh-huh.
Sylvie gets dropped in, and Sylvie reaction like turns the eagle onto the lava and like uses the eagle to save part of herself from
It's
being.
okay. It's not a real eagle.
And you watch the eagle go bark, and like starts to bite in your direction.
Jesus
Bark,
Christ.
bark, bark, and it dies.
I like to cast Speak with Dead.
Psychic damage. So what happened to you?
I take 11 psychic damage for that.
I was helping. It's like when you're helping someone who's drowning, you don't do that because they drown you. Okay, so
That was a bonus action.
yeah, that was just a bonus action to move the. We're gonna return to sender. Well, we gotta do our bites first. Let's get our 3 bites out of the way. It's not great. It's a 19 for. We'll get rid of Terrainberg. Does 19 hit?
19 is his AC.
So then Terrainberg's poofed. He's the one to my immediate right, and then the last will be what's that? Galileo on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Last 2 bites of Galileo. That's a 19, not gonna hit. And not gonna hit 14 or something like that.
Hell yeah.
So the bites miss, and we'll do the
move
the
away.
ray now. The ray's gonna go for Raj, as Raj was the last one to hit.
That would hit me.
No, you're kind of behind the wall, I think. So 3 can't be frightened. End of its turn.
Okay.
Excellent. Excellent.
Galileo, you're up. Sylvie on deck.
Excellent.
Legendary actions are back for round 4. It's bloodied. You just hear an eagle screaming in the fucking background.
Okay. I am going to cast Crown of Stars on myself, which creates 7 star-like motes appear and orbit my head. So like they come out of maybe like the energy that I am out of the armor. So there's 7 stars floating around my head. I'll use. Wait, no, I'm slowed. Which means I can only do an action and a bonus action. I can't use them to attack as a bonus action.
It's okay. Maybe save myself.
Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna suck again for the rest of this fight.
I choose to suck.
That's what I've been sucking up some lava in my lungs.
For freaking real,
Greymore's
man.
been out since round 1. An unlucky roll, and that's it.
But you know
I'm
what?
gonna hit
The
him with-
blood wall has been clutch this entire
Yeah.
time, so I
allowed
understand.
the
Yeah.
the eye to be covered this whole time.
I
Yeah.
will see the effectiveness of the last psychic lance, and I'll fire another one at it.
Go.
You. Intelligence save.
Here we go.
Bad. Bad rolls.
10. God, these 10
I thought it was a
kill
20.
No, it was a
No,
20?
it's a 10.
Oh, but check now.
No, it was.
No, it's 10.
I'm gonna check now.
Not gonna save. Intelligence not that high.
Which is surprising.
13.
Yeah, that is surprising. That it doesn't have
Yeah, like
intelligence. Sorry.
it is. No, I was agreeing with you by
Round
making this face.
22 psychic damage.
How would you like to do this?
Yes.
Hey.
19 damage was left. Very
I don't
few
think
is
I've
left.
got one of these in a minute. It's just
That was so
a lot of the magic that Galileo does is like messing with the minds of like organic creatures. So it's just gonna you're gonna see the creature Galileo reach out to it, and like the light will flare around him, and then the creature's just gonna start tearing itself apart with its own mouth, and like little eye stalks will start eating itself like its eye stalks, and
Cool.
like bashing itself against. Well, I guess it's invisible, so maybe the invisibility will start to fade. I don't know if it's.
As you watch as the eyes
Yeah.
begin to tear it apart, the one eye goes uninvisible, and you see its arm like bite itself, and then another one as it rips itself into shreds, and as it tears its body apart and falls to the ground, the key drops and
Oh, yes.
spins. as you guys, and just so I can show you the map before we go eat, as you guys go up to the door and eventually beat the shit out of the eye that's sitting there, it reveals a keyhole. Place the key in, you open up the final part of C3. And we can do a little bit of prep before that, like if you need to like heal or anything like that. It's just so I can show you the map.
Like to
Yeah,
do that.
short rest?
Yeah. There is
As
you
we're-
can short rest, but there is a penalty if you don't defeat this within a certain amount of time.
As we are
That was 4
punching
rounds there.
the eye, is there blood coming out?
Okay, so that was 4 rounds.
That was 4 rounds.
Of the eye.
Okay.
Eye, does it have blood?
Does it have
coming out
blood
of it?
coming out of it as we're hitting it?
Do you want there to be blood?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
So he can heal.
I can allow that.
For fun.
They let me hit the all HP.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And for fun, I would have used my dagger where I branded the creature to teleport myself back to an unoccupied space, then so I'm out of the lava, just like, and then as I go, it's like, oh, it's down. Right. And the restraint, I assume, drops, so.
Phoebe's
So-
just like,
Oh, go for it.
Lava was pooling from here into that room. As you come up the stairs and you are on either side, you can pick which side you come from. And this appears to be what is holding back the divine
Oh
gate.
my god.
That is the goal.
Cool.
that's
So
Is that
Cool
like
as-
a fucking spine?
yeah, it
Yes.
is. It's ribs.
of like I'd like to imagine like maybe an old god
Oh,
of Exandria
cool.
that was taken down.
Cool.
Nice.
Great, more lava.
We don't need
Remember C1's finale? Lava. Had to bring it back.
Yeah.
It's just an easy
Yeah.
way for me to be like 20d10?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
I took a lot of that.
How do we do on timing for food? Did we line it
Miranda,
up?
She said she's finishing up on the pasta and the other stuff. in the oven
Do
right
my
now,
potions
so-
work
Love
now?
that.
Yeah.
I got
So the
roasted.
reason your potions didn't work was because the eye was looking at you.
Yeah.
So I took the
feeling.
beholder and split it. The eye, the cone, was up
Oh,
against the wall, and the
okay.
beholder was doing its own thing. So essentially, you could have attacked the eye a certain amount of times for it to blink, and you would have had like a round to cast things, and then it would have opened its eye again, or you could have just flat out destroyed it with a certain amount of HP, and then obviously the beholder. So
Cool.
I thought that my first reaction was like, okay, the entire room is a mimic. The
Oh.
whole fucking thing is a mimic. And then like the beholder shit started happening. I'm like, it's a beholder mimic. Fuck.
no. Matthew's the only one who can do the whole room mimic.
We're going to stop the recording here and we'll
Yes.
resume.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be 2 separate recordings.